I'm so ready. Alrighty. Hi friends. Hello Cal. Not Cal. Cal. I mean Reality. Did you know you have really similar chat colors as Cal? So toes, huh? That's the point. I gotta make my I gotta make that message as clickbaity as possible to get people to click and come join. That's literally what I've been doing now. In case you've been noticing, my going live messages have been purpose. I do that all on purpose. Hello Reality. It is time for Act 2 today. But yes. I love putting the wildest message on my going live message to see which friends come in. Yeah, that's the point. That's the point. That's why I make the messages as wild as possible. Is to get people to click and be like, what the hell is he talking about? That is literally the point. I'm not even sure if it's necessarily clickbait as much as me trying to be just... I guess it is clickbait at the end of the day, isn't it? So how do I unlock this? Oh, this is an orchestrion. How do I unlock this thing? Oh, yeah, here we go. Unlock. I did it. So Cal told me last night to unlock this thing because there's not even a quest. You just walk up. I walked straight past it without even thinking. You can throw the hydro sigils you obtain across Fontaine into the fountain. I have 0 because I've opened up 0 chests in Fontaine. Fontaine is so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna say that, like, it's really funny. I think everywhere outside the city is really pretty, but the city, I don't know how to feel about the city itself. Also, another thing I didn't notice, but if you go back here and you go over there, that's a guillotine. I didn't realize this because I'm not French, I guess. But yeah, this thing here on the back of the courthouse is a big guillotine. Like, I don't know who would... I didn't even realize it. I was like, wow, this is a really cool arch. No, Unique. You dumb silly Billy. It is a guillotine. That is so funny that I was like, oh, that's so cool. It's a guillotine. Guess who didn't unlock any teleporters in the city? Me. So we just have to go there the old-fashioned way. Baguette. Oh, baguette. Oui. I can't even start working on Fontaine reputation yet because my dumb self still hasn't maxed out reputation in Sumeru. I need to go work on Sumeru reputation, by the way. I think I'm close. I think I'm close to maxing it out. Maybe if I got off my butt and did some world quests in Sumeru. That's really convenient that they put a teleporter right next to the hotel. Okay, so what is the start? What is the premise for Act 2? Linnae has been acquitted, but you are not sure about what your next step should be. You decide to take up Navia's offer for a farewell meal to celebrate your cooperation. Like the faint moonlight of yesteryear. Wait, I want to play as Hydro Traveler. We gotta immerse ourselves into the story.
I came here several times with my father when I was little, but stopped eating here as often after growing up. I hope the food here will be to your taste.
Aww.
Oh, don't worry. We haven't eaten at a hotel like this in a while. Paimon's getting excited already.
Very excited.
Well, in that case, I'll go order for us first. Please wait here a moment.
I wonder if... You know, French food actually isn't even that bad. I joked about white people food yesterday, but French food...
People in Fontaine sure know how to enjoy life.
is pretty good.
Of course. Go ahead, try whatever you like. If the food's
Omelette
good,
du
I'll make a group
fromage.
reservation for the rest of Spina di Rosula next time.
And
Ooh.
if it's not?
Well, then I'll still bring everyone.
Only one dish per
Albeit with only
table.
one dish per table.
That's a little bit extravagant, isn't it?
Sure have your own way of doing
Navia
things.
had literally...
Oh,
There's
we
just something
called
about
this a
Navia's
farewell
design.
meal,
I think it's
but
her
we
makeup.
could
Like,
also treat
I
it
don't
like
think
a
we've seen a
victory
Genshin...
feast, right? We did just win that case after all.
We did, but yeah, Navia's makeup, I don't think we've seen a Genshin character with that type of detail with makeup, like, ever. Also, her outfit is probably one of the most exquisitely designed, intricately designed outfits I think I've seen in this game. It's up there with, like, God. Ning Wong's. It's a pleasure working with you.
Oh, true. Very true. In
Or
that
even
case,
Nilu.
Boss, we'll have another 2 dishes.
Huh?
Paimon didn't mean that you had to order even more food.
No, no more food. Well, why does she have a big old soup in front of her?
Speaking of cases, do you think that the mastermind behind the serial
It's-
disappearances will get
Oh my
caught
gosh, I
soon
need
now
to
that this
shush
has all
about these
happened?
Danganronpa spoilers.
No.
You know
We've
who I'm
certainly
thinking when
taken
it's
a
the
big step
mastermind.
forward, but
It's
I feel
always
that's about
her.
it.
It's
We
always
know
her.
that there's an organization that means to dissolve these young women, but we still don't know what they are really after.
So, we figured out in the last quest that apparently these young women who disappeared, they must have been turned into water.
If it hadn't happened right in front of us, Paimon wouldn't have ever believed that a person could be dissolved like
But
that.
I wonder when the dissolution could have
Right?
happened.
Yet it was because this was such a preposterous notion.
Did somebody
that the
have like a pea
investigation could never
shooter?
really move forward
It's
before.
Toko. No, it's not Toko. But yeah, I wonder when the primordial water could have been put on that guy. Did someone plan ahead of time? Did he happen to meet up with a higher up during the trial, and the higher up managed to just splash a little water on him? Like, I wonder when it could have happened.
Ugh. If only that guy could have finished speaking. We were so close to hearing who was behind it.
Or did they? Was the mastermind there and just had a little
In
pea
such
shooter and was like,
investigation,
pew?
Even the smallest step can seem like a yawning chasm if the trail of clues is cut off.
But they said that the water has a delayed effect, so I imagine that the water would just splash on the guy somehow during maybe he met up with the mastermind during the trial.
To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities might conduct.
Yeah, I don't think
It's not that
anybody's
I
gonna be
don't
able to
have
figure
faith
it
in
out.
Their ability. It's just that a different perspective is required in some matters.
Look, I play Phoenix right. I know that. Look, the cops ain't gonna do jack. It's up to us.
It's easy
It's
to
up
guard
to
against and
us.
deceive a single narrow perspective. A shift in thinking is required
That's
at
how I
such
feel,
times
anyway.
in order to produce a breakthrough, which is exactly why the Spina di Rosula exists.
I never looked up what
Those
Spina di
highfalutin
Rosula
folk
means
are
anyway.
not all-knowing.
I'm gonna look that up actually.
That's why we exist. To seep into the cracks where filth falls through, where their watch fails them. That's the kind of problems we solve.
Seems Paimon thought things were simpler than they actually are.
Oh, it means Roan
It's all right.
Thorn. Rose thorn. Like,
This was supposed
Spine
to be a
is supposed to be
farewell
Spina,
meal,
like
so I doubt
spiny.
you have further interest in this
and then
business,
Rosula
right?
is obviously
Let's
Rose.
talk about something else.
So the rose is
Like,
thorns.
what are your future plans?
Only thorns left on this rose. We wanted to ask the Hydro Archon for some information.
That's true. We didn't have a chance to speak to her after the trial ended. It didn't really seem
Does
like
she
the right
really?
time or place to do it anyway.
I don't know. I highly doubt that this girl knows anything more than Nahida. I'm gonna be honest.
I see. So, your primary objective, which has been foiled so far, was to have a chat with the Hydro Archon. I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Farina. I suspect you'll be waiting for quite a while,
She
considering
dipped.
that you missed your chance today.
Yeah, we've heard that she's super popular here in Fontaine, and that it'll be tough getting any of her time.
Well, would you consider some more...
You want to commit crimes?
ways?
Oh my
Perhaps even
god.
methods of, let's say, questionable legality?
What do we
Guess
do?
that's Spina di Rosula's boss for you. Chock full of sketchy ideas. Well, what did you have in mind?
We're committing more crimes.
One way would be to infiltrate a performance troupe at the Opera House, only to abandon your act at the play's climax and ask to speak to her after the performance. I'm sure Lady Farina would be eager to see
Oh,
the ending.
infiltrate
agree in order
the
to finish watching
troop.
the play.
Okay,
Don't you
that's
think?
that's fine.
Could you suggest something a little more practical?
Well, this is
It
legal
seems pretty hard to
technically.
pull off. We'd have to go learn how to act, and acting's really hard.
All right, here's another. Find a way to conceal yourselves under her bed. Then wake her up in the dead of night
That's
and demand
breaking and
answers.
entering,
Don't
girl.
let her go back to sleep until she answers
No,
all
that's
your questions.
trespassing.
I can personally testify that this one works. When I'm sleepy, I'll do anything as long as I can finally get some sleep.
That might work, but that's not really the problem.
The echo sound effect behind this voice acting is so funny to me. It feels like Paimon and Navi are just shouting in front of the middle of this restaurant.
Ah, valid point. I overlooked that part. I was just thinking about leveraging a person's desire for sleep.
How can you overlook something like that?
All right, no more joking around. Huh. Perhaps you could... Oh, I don't know. Cut the line when she's on a break.
Cut the line.
You did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of hers from false accusations. False accusations she had nearly upheld personally.
That's so funny to
I
me.
imagine that she feels quite ashamed about the whole thing.
You mean that if we catch her while she's on a break, she might be too embarrassed to refuse? Oh, that does make some sense.
It's worth a try.
Why don't we give it a try after this meal? You know,
Cut
strike
the
while the
line.
iron
I
is
feel like
hot
people
now.
are gonna be so mad at us.
Paimon, did you drink my Fanta?
I love Fanta.
Was this
I
your
love Fanta. I
Sorry
wanna
about
Fanta.
that. Paimon wasn't really paying attention and the cup was right next to Paimon. Would you like to order another?
Would you like to order another?
No, it's fine. We're just about done here.
Paimon knows that she's not paying for it.
Alright. Honestly, Paimon wouldn't recommend Fanta anyway. It tastes kind of salty and icky.
Wait, I love Fanta.
Is that so? Huh. Well, in that case, we'll have to blacklist the Fanta here then. If we're all finished eating, then I'll go pay.
Yeah, we're stuffed. Thanks for the treat, Navia.
Hello?
Oh, so full.
Oh, everyone's full.
Paimon can barely float anymore.
You could try walking.
Nah, that would be so...
How can Paimon float?
like
Does he just float?
Okay. As for expenses this month, we're left with...
Are y'all in the red?
Hey, Navia, what are you doing over there?
She's trying to
Oh,
budget.
Nothing. It was just a meal, you know? Nothing the Spina di Rosula can't cover.
It was a pricey meal, girl. I got millions of Mora. You should have let me pay.
The Hydro Archon again.
Oh, Navia's broke.
So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, you're always welcome to contact the
The
Spina di
Rose's
Rosula.
Thorns.
I'll give your request the highest priority. In any case, I wish
Goodbye,
you smooth
Navia.
sailing. I'll see you again, partner.
See you. Chapter 4, Act 2. As light rain falls without reason. We are off then to, I guess, hopefully not end up in jail. Hey, look, another teleporter. Oh, wait. Never mind. No, we have to go over back to the courthouse. Hello?
There aren't many people around anymore. Looks like that boat we took to Araneas might have been the last one.
But Navius? I mean, not. Oh, bonjour. Omelette du
Looks like we're back
fromage.
here again. Huh? Traveler? Are you hearing voices again?
It's clearer than it was during the day.
Ugh. That's kind of spooky.
I wonder if this is the voice
Are
that
you sure we don't
Lene
wanna come
heard.
back in the morning?
Could this possibly be the same voice that Lene heard in the basement?
Vache? Vache?
Who the hell is Bache?
Hey, why are you still walking towards it?
Things are getting
There's a
blurry?
monster in the water. Huh? Hang on.
Who is
I'm finding
Vache?
that voice. It's calling for Vache, right? Hey, traveler?
Oh, he's walking away. He's fading away. Goodbye. Where are we now? Hello? Oh, it's a hydro. Oh, it's an oceanid. Hello, where is this?
Vache? Are you
No.
my dear Vache?
No, girl, no.
No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vache?
Who the hell are
Know
you?
where my love is?
Who are you?
I'm... Wait. I'm very
It's a really
sorry,
big oceanid.
I do not know. My memories feel like they have been washed away like a flood. So many fragments dissolved amidst
This
the
is so
tide.
cool that we're, you know,
Never
finally
fully
talking with the
recovered.
oceanids because we only know the world boss
How much have
oceanid.
I lost? How many things that I once held dear while on land have I since
Wait, so
forgotten?
you used to be a human?
Yes, that is what I was once. But now, I am but the consciousness of one who is lost their form.
You lost your form.
I do not know how I came to be like this either. I only vaguely remember being covered in light blue water.
She was one of the girls who was dissolved? So, girls who are dissolved turn into oceanids.
I also remember going to many places. I loved adventure, loved exploring places of peril. No matter where I went, Vacher would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me. And I also loved him equally as much.
Oh my.
We can no longer go back. The pain of such parting. I never knew
Girl,
how
I don't know how many years it's been. Your Vacher could be dead.
No. Our reunion no longer has any meaning. There is no way for us
The only
to
thing she
create
remembers
any
is
new
Vacher.
memories. The thought of me gives him no succor. So let it lie forgotten beneath the waters. If you meet Vacher, tell him not to look for me. Tell him to move on. That is the only
I
thing
don't
that
know any
is still
Vacher,
in
but
me.
I guess I'll believe you. I believe it'll be hard for him to forget you, though.
Perhaps that is so. As I was submerged in the waters, losing consciousness, I saw Vacher above the surface.
Where are we, girl? Are we,
His
like,
eyes were
in a
filled with
different
such
dimension?
sorrow, such longing. If only I could have comforted him. Told him that I did not suffer. Indeed, I had felt a great warmth.
So Vacher was a witness to the fact that you dissolved.
Is that what you call it? Dissolving? If anything, I consider it a form of release. It was a state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only an endless peace, like the water's still surface. I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the
Oh
first time,
my.
and only then sees how they have lived for so long in a world of endless want and anxiety.
So it seems after the body is dissolved, some measure of the consciousness still remains. It becomes an oceanid.
I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think.
I wonder how much time has passed in reality then.
Farewell, then. I am glad that you were able to sense my presence.
Vacher must be an old man by now.
If you see Vacher, tell him not to seek me out any longer.
Well, if I find him, sure. What are the chances, though? I mean, it's Genshin, so I guess... Huh? What the hell? Navia's outnumbered? What? What the hell is happening? Why is the courthouse under attack? Oh my god! She's fighting them off. Oh, she's strong. Yatta! I love these cutscenes.
Look out!
Dear God.
There's so many of them. Why are they... Wait, why is she after us?
Rand?
Clorand? What is she doing? Oh, she's saving us. Oh, she's strong. Go, girl, go. Oh my god, Electro women. It doesn't matter what region we're in. Except Subaru didn't have any Electro women, did they? But Electro women.
Quick, now's our chance!
Yes, go, go, go. Oh, she does not care. Wow. I'm ever so impressed with their cutscene choreography, man. Bam. Oh my god, and they're helping each other? You know, that's kind of sapphic. That's a little bit sapphic of you to do. What if we, as two strong women, fought in the field of battle? They seem to have some sort of rivalry between each other. Like, look at the way they're looking at each other. Anyway,
I
what
should
the hell
thank you
just
for lending
happened?
us your sword there, Clarand. But before I do so, could you explain how you managed to show up here?
What happened while we were sleeping?
Followed you. It seemed to me that danger has followed you more closely as of late.
I believe that following someone without their knowledge is actually called stalking. Is it
Stalking?
not?
Yeah.
Mr. Callus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety.
Wait, who the hell is
and I
Callus?
will not betray his trust. He would do the same were he alive
Wait,
today.
is that Navia's dad? Navia's dad's last wish was for Clorinda to ensure Navia's safety.
Do not speak of my father.
Oh.
Sorry, demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
So I guess the cops are Navia's family was really well aligned with the cops, huh?
Thank you for your aid, Miss Cloran.
I guess
but
it's a
do
mafia.
keep an
I guess
eye
it
out
makes
for your
sense to
manner of
me.
speech. I believe we all wish to avoid unnecessary emotional harm.
Yes.
Sorry, I did not consider your feelings.
Whatever. What else do you know? How did you come to the conclusion that I'd be in grave danger?
But I don't know, she probably saw the giant army of robots chasing you.
I doubt I know much more than you. But I believe that the mastermind behind the serial
Hello,
disappearances
Gladius.
is very powerful.
Oh, Clorinda's worried for Navia possibly becoming a victim of the disappearances. Navia has made a really good impression on me. Freya, thank you for the follow. I absolutely am impressed by Navia. Out of all the cast so far, I think the one who I did not expect to like as much is Navia. Absolutely, so impressed with her. We are in the middle of doing Archon quests, Freya, and I am absolutely enjoying the Genshin story so far. Okay, let's keep going with the
Your
cutscene.
performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
I'm sure they've known about me. To be honest, I'm shocked it's taken them this long to act against
But
me.
yeah, Navia is probably one of the best
And
designed characters
what
in this
about
game.
these Gardamex? I thought only those associated with a Maison Gardiennage could control them.
Freya, I hope you took the time to read the rules, by the way. I am definitely not interested in talking about graphics or art at this time.
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law. I can only conclude that some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal means, deploying them as a private force of sorts.
When you get somebody coming into your stream every single week wanting to talk about graphics and arts, it gets old very, very quickly and exhausting. Simple as
What?
that.
Your point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league, then?
Yes. Be careful, and do not act rashly.
I will continue investigating no matter what. We will bring the truth to light.
So
That's
it is
my
part of the
father's
channel
true
rules.
last wish. Regardless, thank you for your help today, Clarand. But if you get any ideas, tell me first. I don't much appreciate being followed.
Clorinda
think that
reminds
you'll
me,
strike again
yeah,
anytime
I
soon.
actually never played
So I shall stop
Bloodborne.
following you.
I don't know much
Good day,
about Lady
all.
Maria. Oh my gosh. These two have a history together, Clorinda and Navia. I'm actually really, really interesting. I hope that we get
Right.
like a story quest.
I suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
But yeah, Lady Maria uses the same hat. I didn't play Bloodborne really. I've only seen streams of Bloodborne, so, but I do think that Clorinda has one of the like these Fontaine characters have really, really good designs.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Clorand was being sincere with you. If we tried, we could attempt to thaw relations a little.
I know, she's...
So yeah, tell me what just happened with this army of robots.
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we were done for! Those
Yeah, so Child was designed all the way back in 1.0. And seeing him compared to the Fontaine characters is actually really funny. But what I'm hoping is that by the time we get to Snezhnaya, that they finally give him a skin. And the skin will update him, you know, to modern, the way they've been doing character models nowadays. Like character outfits nowadays.
Oh, and there was that champion duelist named Clorand who came out to save us too. We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
Wait, you're a fighter now, Paimon?
Oh, come now. Forget all that polite talk. That wasn't really a farewell meal we had back there. Not for me, anyway. In truth, I hope that every meal we have together shall be a victory feast. As such, we're still partners. There's no need to thank me.
It will take 50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
Dude, I don't know if you're gonna be alive for 50 more years.
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina di Rosula on account of her goodwill long ago.
All right, you two. That's enough.
Okay.
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger?
Yes. What happened? How did you know about the robots?
Well,
What were
to be
these
honest,
robots?
You're the one who tipped us off, Paimon.
Huh?
Huh? Really?
What?
Contributed somehow?
How did y'all know that a bunch of robots were gonna show up out of nowhere?
Yes. All thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake.
Huh?
How
What?
did that help?
After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought of what you said. That the Fanta tasted kinda salty and icky.
Wait. What do you mean by it tasting bad?
Fanta only comes in sweet flavors. So how could it have tasted salty?
What do you
The
mean?
color of the
Oh.
drink, if I recall, had also been a bit off.
Wait, was she did they put primordial water in the Fanta?
So the Fanta had been spiked with water from the primordial sea?
Oh my god! So primordial seawater tastes like salty. Oh, cause it's seawater, duh!
Yes. So if you hadn't drunk that cup for me,
She would be turned into Voss. She would be turned into Navia Voss.
Spina di Rosula is preparing
Oh
the
my
grandest
God.
of awards for you as we speak for saving the boss.
So whoever spiked Navia's water also sent these robots after us.
Huh. Really?
Fortunately, Paimon. Well, now we know that Paimon isn't from Fontaine, but who knows where Paimon is
I
from?
sent people to Hotel de Boer to investigate. But whoever did this left no trace at all.
Oh my
That's when I figured out
god.
that you might be in danger and hurried here as quickly as I could.
So somebody's watching us really, really hardcore. It really, really is after us.
But why would they go after us too? All we did was defend Linny in court and help clear his name. Ugh, now we're caught up in this mess too, aren't we?
Yep.
You did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of, and almost got their name in the
So
process.
it's whoever's in charge of this drug syndicate around Fontaine that's after us.
Speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial seawater?
Well, I didn't drink it. Paimon did, but yeah, the traveler got unconscious.
Well, it can't be a coincidence that the traveler fainted just now. He said that he heard that voice calling for Vache again. Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too, but it was real faint. Does this situation have to do with the primordial seawater then?
According to Lynette, the ability to hear voices like that has to do with one's sensitivity with the hydro element.
Does that mean the
Okay.
primordial seawater raises someone's sensitivity to hydro when it's used on people who are not from Fontaine?
Gladius, it's so nice to see you, though. I appreciate you stopping by.
That
Bye-bye.
doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing, to be honest.
If you need to go. So what we're listening here is that we need to find some vials of primordial seawater so that we could drink it in case we need to speak with some oceanids or something like that.
Tell? While you were out cold?
Well, let's hear it, shall we?
The voice of the fountain belonged to one of the missing women. The person named Vache was a witness when she dissolved.
Oh, that
Yes.
is important.
So we need to find this dude named Vache, but who knows where the hell
Vache?
this guy is.
That name doesn't ring a bell. I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a witness in court lately. Since he saw that young woman dissolve, he was at least at the crime scene.
But where
Never
is he
gave
now?
testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater.
I say
Could he have been threatened?
we go look for Nouvellette, because if anybody's gonna know if he's still alive, it's gonna be that old man.
Yes, thank you. This is very important information indeed. We will continue to investigate.
As partners.
Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
Well, girl, my ass is on the line here, so I guess I'm forced to help.
Well, you did say that our farewell meal didn't really count. That means we're still partners, right? And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not. You're not gonna let those people who targeted us get off the hook so easily, are you, Traveler?
Messing with us will cost them.
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are
She's
the face
happy.
of Spina
Look at her
Ursula,
smiling.
after all.
You talk too much.
You
Well,
talk
in
too
that
much.
case, let's head back to one of our bases, shall we? I'll arrange accommodations for you. We also have some plans to go over, and hopefully we can deepen our bonds as partners. But we'll take that one step at a time, I guess.
Ether shows
Don't
up and
worry, you two.
immediately
With
joins
us
the
around, our
mafia.
base is definitely
Yes.
secure.
I have no idea how the hell to say this. I know how to read Spanish, but not French. Le nec en foliovis. Hear the ocean's call and connect with her consciousness. Oh, they want me to go where now? Oh, back to the city. Okay. I'm gonna go over this way because I want to unlock this teleporter. So yeah, we'll start but from going here. Ether shows up and immediately joins the mafia. Wait, can I unlock I'm actually curious. What is this? The Palace Memoria. This building was founded at the highest port in Fontaine, a site where all administrative hands are handled. The office of Nouvellette is here. The highest authority in the land. But yeah, can I unlock Fontaine reputation? Where the hell is it? It's supposed to be over here, right? I think it was over in this building. I'm gonna have to teleport back. Ether shows up and immediately joins the mafia.
A good newspaper should be a lighthouse of truth.
Like, when can I unlock Fontaine reputation? Y'all suck. Okay, yeah, let's go back up here. I don't know, like, there's just something about Fontaine's music. Like, Fontaine's music has been fine. I really like the accordion pieces, but, like, the music isn't, like, hitting me like Sumeru did. Sumeru was just so good. It's giving me, I guess it makes sense that it's giving me just Mondstadt vibes. Like, some of the tracks, especially this night track, are stuff that I would expect to hear in Mondstadt.
It's right up ahead.
Y'all live
Let's
in
make
the
sure we're followed
underground?
first.
Oh,
I've been
y'all
keeping
really
watch
are the
to myself. I
mafia?
haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus far.
Very good. But let's not let our guard down for now.
I shall
For
find
now.
rooms for our respected guests.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's continue, Traveler.
Yes. Mondstadt is supposed to be Germany and this is fake France. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, do I just go through the door? Oh, the underground! Ooh. I don't know about... I was gonna say that this is nice, but I'm gonna be honest. This isn't nice. This is very dinky. Very dank. You got me messed up if you think I'm gonna climb all the way down. Oh no, I don't think there's even a ladder. There's no... Oh wait, there is a ladder. There's a big-ass ladder. God, I feel like I'm in Sumeru, but not because of all this underground. Hello? Who the hell are you? Can't even talk to this guy. Alright, we are in the sewers game. Is it meant to be called Lyoko? The giant tunnels. Is it a French thing to have giant sewer tunnels? It has to be. Hey, is there any underground teleporters I can unlock? No? I can't even talk to anybody around here. Oh wait, I can. What is this? Hello? There was something I could have clicked. Oh, it was that. Oh. I got Mora. 15,000 Mora. Just chilling there. Can I get this teleporter before the cutscene though? Please, please. Talk to Melis. Welcome to the underground. What is this area called anyway? It has no name. Who the hell is Melis? Oh, he's one of the lackeys. Whoops, I don't remember their names.
So, this is your base?
This is your base?
Quite what Paimon imagined.
Your accommodations have been arranged.
Oh my
Under the
god,
present
do these people not have
circumstances,
money?
I can confidently
I feel like
say
they
it's
actually
the
don't
best
have
we
money.
have.
Because the way with Navi was talking about in the restaurant, I think these people, and the fact that they live in the underground, I think these people have absolutely no money. Why do we always run into poor
funds
people?
have been a little tight lately. After all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering. In fact, our funds often come from citizenry who support us.
Seems like it's tough times for everyone. But if you have the support of the people, that does sound like it's worth it.
To be honest, our financial situation was a lot better back when my
A
father
class
was in charge a few
disparity
years
in
ago.
my fake France.
I'm afraid
Oh
I'm
my
not quite his
God.
equal.
Your father, he was the previous boss of Spina di Rosula, right?
How did he die?
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to explain.
Did he just get old?
I'll explain it myself. I suppose I couldn't run from this topic forever. And as partners, this is something I hope they can understand. My father's name is Callus. Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful in the streets.
Oh
3 years
my.
ago, he was accused of murdering his own friend. But he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing trial. He died in the duelist's ring.
He died defending his honor.
But I do not believe my father was a murderer. I'm sure he was set up. At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up and prove his innocence. But strangely, he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender.
Determined to die? Oh my
die in the
god.
arena.
Is it because he knew there was no way to get out of that trial?
3 years later, I still don't understand why he did that.
Oh my god.
How could he protect his honor if he's dead? If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself.
Do you have any clues as to why?
The closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case at the time of his death.
Ah, so that's why you're so determined to get to the bottom of that case.
So Navia, what happened to your mother? That's another
right.
question.
I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in, but I haven't found a single new clue in my countless reviews of the investigation records. However, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, they must know something. I must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill his friend, I must get to the truth.
Y'all, the echo sound effects
only he'd been
sounds
more
really
open with
weird in
me
my
when he was still
headphones.
alive.
I'm like trying to pay attention to this cutscene, but the
fact that
echo
my
effect
mother
is
died
like,
due to complications when giving birth to me.
that's how her mother died. Oh
And now-
no.
Here I am investigating his death. You really are a handful, aren't you, Papa?
Oh. You know, we're quite alike in this regard, though, seeking the truth of our family.
Demoiselle, please.
Oh.
If there is anything I can do, anything at all,
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. There are none whom I respect more than the two of you, demoiselle. Master Callus did so much good in life, yet all it took was one murder case for him to be dubbed Callus the Unfaithful.
What was the unfaithful?
Even our supporters decreased greatly due to that incident, hence our strained finances.
Oh, ever since then, they have some very strained finances.
If Callus was such a good man, wouldn't people at least be a little suspicious when he was accused?
No. Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama. It's not something
The
exclusive to
Fontainians
people from
love
Fontaine,
drama.
Really. Everyone's like that. People love watching the evil turn over a new leaf, but they also enjoy watching good people fall into an abyss from one slip-up just as much.
Oh my god, these people are evil.
But how could... never mind. If
Like, they
Callus was
all
really
just
falsely
love
accused,
watching the
we have
suffering.
to find the truth. He didn't deserve to have that happen to him.
There is one other thing. Master Callus's opponent in the duel was
Clorinda?
Miss Clorand.
Clorinda killed Callus? Oh my god, what a twist. So then, she promised Callus that she would protect Navia.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Well, then, isn't that as good as saying that she was the one who killed him?
No wonder the mood was a little bit strange between the two of them.
Yeah. That's not the sort of thing that you can just let go and move on from.
Yeah, it sure
Miss
isn't.
Clorand has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. If her opponent doesn't yield, she will not stop either. She knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how he was resolute in the arena,
Oh my god.
there was only ever one choice she could have made.
It's not that I don't understand her at all, but I just can't deal with this.
I mean,
yet.
yeah, even 3 years
worry,
later,
Navia.
yeah.
Paimon knows how you feel.
Oh my
You don't have to
god.
force yourself to do that.
Afterward, Miss Clorand told us that at the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety.
Oh. That indicates that he intended to die at the duel.
Yes, that is our understanding as well.
Oh my god.
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to ask the person who killed you to take care of me? All right. Anyway, that's the information I wanted to share with you. Even if it did sound like I was just complaining towards the end.
It's okay.
Thanks. You two should go and rest. This was quite a day after all.
A lot happened. Oh my god, Paimon's yawning made me
Please,
yawn.
relax and get some sleep. We will ensure you rest soundly.
Rest in your room.
Whether it be responsibility for Spina di Rosula or Master Callus's death, it all landed on Demoiselle's shoulders so suddenly. This won't do. I must become stronger.
Aww. At least she has good lackeys. Hello? Do you have anything? There's no shop down here? Y'all stink. Okay, I guess we're going inside. Your peaceful night passes under the Spina di Rosula's protection.
Paimon slept so well. This place feels almost too safe. Huh? Navia? Where did the other two go?
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of origin, and where we have our headquarters. There's not
Poisson.
much for them to do here at the moment.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back.
Huh?
But never mind that. When did you get back? Were you waiting here the whole time?
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday.
So do you know anybody named
regarding the name
Vache?
Wait, so you didn't sleep at all?
How could I after having such critical new evidence appear?
Guess Paimon wasn't speaking for everyone just now, huh?
Huh. Wait, I wonder if back at the courthouse, I wonder if some... Well, no. I was gonna say, I wonder if the primordial water landed on Linné and that's how he was able to hear a voice talking to him. But Linnaeus from Fontaine. If the primordial water landed on him, he would have been toast.
Unfortunately,
Or should I say,
this name
what?
seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere.
So then who can we ask to figure out?
I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. But that does prove that this Vache person is a key witness in the incident.
We could ask Nouvellette.
That mean we're too late, though?
No. There is one ray of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten, no matter how much they wanted to. And that is the archives
By
kept
Nouvellette.
Chief Justice Nouvellette. A place where detailed files on all the cases in recent years are kept. If the Oceanette you met is one of the young women who went missing recently, we should be able to find some related information there.
So Nouvellette maintains an archive of case files? Whew. Guess that's the hard-working
Nouvellette.
Chief Justice for you. In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we?
Is Navia in the hot seat with Nouvellette?
Did you get tired?
No, it's nothing. Let's go see the Honorable Chief Justice.
God, I'm still thinking about that cutscene with the robots coming after Navia. So back when the patch trailer was going, I thought that the robots, well, obviously they were after Navia, but I thought that the Electro lady, I thought she was after Navia as well. I thought Navia was like committed a crime. Oh, we finished the first. Okay, we did it. We finished the first section. Learn about Navia's father. You're now involved with the serial disappearances of young women case, whether you like it or not. From the new intelligence you gained from your encounter at the Fontaine of Lucine, you and Navia prepare for the next step of your investigation. Oh, Nouvellette! I got bad news for you, buddy. We're showing up.
The Palais is right up ahead. Come on.
I love that the teleporter's right next to the objective. Oh god, this building is huge. I don't know why I'm running around looking for stuff. There's nothing here. Point.
Halt! Please state your business here. The Chief Justice is presently occupied.
We
with
have
official
reason.
matters.
We have reason to investigate, Miss Ma'am.
This place does look pretty heavily guarded. Guess that proves that Nouvellette's files are really secure.
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Don't you recognize us?
Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't care who you are.
This is a
or
very
who
smug
you might be
rat.
Related to. Our rules make no exceptions.
See? They've got great discipline, too.
They sure do.
Yep. Paimon can tell.
If you're here just to crack jokes, I can point you towards the exit.
Towards the
Unlike
exit.
some, we're busy, so please leave if you don't have a reason to be here.
No. What I meant to say is, shouldn't you remember us from a few days ago? We were at the trial of the great magician Linny.
Oh, yes, I remember. I read about it in the Steambird. You must be Linny's attorneys.
Yes, we're totally great lawyers.
We're here today to report and archive some information on a follow-up case.
Huh. Is that even a thing?
Is that even a thing?
Don't worry, we're here on official business. You can trust us.
All right then, I'll let you through. The Chief Justice is just inside.
Nouvellette's gonna be like, why the hell are y'all here?
Thanks so much.
He's literally gonna look at us, pull up, and be like, you people again? What rooms are in here? Oh, Farina lives in the top floor. Oh, tell me about Farina. There's a special entrance that leads to her suite that isn't accessible from here. If you really want to get there, you have to go in from the roof. Someone did try to do this. Unfortunately, his life didn't wind up in any danger. He's in the fortress. Oh my god, he's in jail. Oh, there's a Fontaine book. Tell me about Nouvellette. Nouvellette. I'm sorry. I can't. Look, French is too much work. Nouvellette. His schedule is very, very full. Oh my god. What is with these busy old men?
Please come in.
Hello, sir. Look who it is.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Nervalet. We only lied to get in because we didn't know any other way.
Yeah.
It's all right. Please let me know how I may be of assistance to you.
So do you happen to know a guy named Vache?
So you're not mad at us?
We're looking for a man called Vache. He may have been an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. If we can find him, we may be able to unearth some key information on the case.
Ah, I see.
I
In
see.
that case, please wait here a moment while I browse through the
I love how
files.
calm he is about all of this. I see. It's kind of weird to me. Like, it feels really, really weird that he's just so calm about everything.
Nervalet would be so
Yeah.
easy to talk
Like,
to.
why is he so calm about everything? Tick tock, tick tock.
Unfortunately, I'm quite certain that no one by the name of Vache has been involved in any case, criminal or civil, in the
What?
past several years.
What do you mean, no?
There are no records of him either in the files or in my memory.
In my memory. I have a conspiracy theory. What if Nuviet is somehow involved in the case? Because if this archives are so secretly protected, then how would he not know?
Traveler,
No,
what if it was
Nuviet.
really just a dream?
No, Nuviet is on the sus list now. He is so sussy.
Is that so?
I just
Alright,
noticed
then.
he has horns.
Thank you so much, Monsieur Neuvillette.
He has like
We'll take our leave now.
he has like dragon horns on him. Like those ribbon-looking things on the back of his hair. They remind me more of horns than ribbons.
Ahem.
Or I guess that's his hair, isn't it? They look like dragon horns, like the way that they're like specifically patterned back there. Yeah, see, like that. They look like dragon horns.
Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel. Your father, Callus, was a truly exceptional man. We deeply regret his passing.
Sorry we killed his ass.
And what are you trying to say, Monsieur Neuvillette? Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy? Or just express some tendril of regret? No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. There's no emotion behind your words.
Yes, that's
You only
she's
said those
saying what
things
I say.
because you felt like you should.
There's no emotion behind any of his words at all.
It's just like last time. After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you as a last resort. You even told me then that you thought there was something fishy with the case, yet you still allowed the duel to go ahead.
Oh my
In your
god.
eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear. If you truly regret my father's death, then
I'm
why didn't you
screaming.
call a stop to the duel? Why didn't you give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die, despised and hated by all?
Oh, she's crying.
Everything was hanging on a thread at that moment. Just the tiniest effort could have changed everything. There are still so many things I never got to tell him. So many questions he still owes me answers to. If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
Oh my god. That was probably one of the best voiced monologues I have heard in this game in a long time.
I'm sorry, Miss Navia.
You and my father are truly alike. You keep all kinds of things in your heart and never say a word to anyone.
To anyone.
It's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything. Oh well. In any case, everyone already knows full well the apathy of the Chief Justice. My apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Let's go. I'm sighing, y'all. That was a really just saddening scene there. Like Paimon and the Traveler looking at each other like, well, now what do we
Navia,
do?
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Rain. It's raining.
Y'all, my worry is that one day it's gonna start raining primordial water. I'm so worried that one day it's just gonna start raining primordial water, and that is how the city is ultimately gonna end up drowned underwater.
What?
I'm worried.
Wasn't it still sunny when we went into the building? And there shouldn't be any active trials today. How strange.
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder, it was also raining.
You know, I heard that when it's raining, it means that the elemental dragon is crying. Fun fact.
What is it? Did you think of something?
Was he outside when it happened?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why? Do you think the rain could have affected the crime scene? That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value.
But there was something you didn't know at the time.
Oh? Wait. You don't mean...
The fact that people can be turned into water.
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been turned into water? And then got washed away with the rain?
No.
Yeah. And if that's
Yeah?
what had happened, then no one would have believed your dad, even if he explained what he saw to the authorities.
The true murderer? So, somebody murdered Navia's dad's friend. And then the dad witnessed everything.
I really think I found a true genius for a partner. You're completely right. How did I not connect the dots earlier? All right, let's go to Poisson. With this new lead in mind, we'll get to the bottom of my father's case for
Wait,
sure.
all of this happened in Poisson?
Yeah,
Oh
we're
my
gonna make
god.
progress for sure this time.
The true
Do you wanna go
murderer.
with me now? Or do you want to head over by
Stop.
yourself later?
No, I'm going. Take me. There is no way I'm about to haul ass over there by myself. Let's go.
Great. Let's go then.
I am not walking there myself. Got me messed up. I love that the game started doing prompts like that now. Like, you don't have to actually set foot yourself. Because look what I would have to do to get over to Poisson. Too much work. There's a teleporter here, but I don't know how to get to it. Oh, it's over there. So, what is Poisson anyway? It looks like some type of just really ghetto village. It reminds me of the village from Nier. I forgot what it was called. Do you remember what the village was called in Nier? The really ugly one with cliffs where Kaine lived by. I literally forgot the name. The Dark Tide's Echo is added to the archive. I don't remember what it was called, but it reminds me of that village from Nier.
Whoa, what a huge ship!
My
How
god,
did a
I'm gonna
ship
look
be
it up.
anchored at a place like
Fine,
this?
I'll look it up then. Kaine Village Nier. The Airy. Yeah, the Airy. It reminds me of the Airy.
There's no need to be so surprised. While it may look like a ship, it's actually Spina di Rosula's headquarters.
So
My
it's a
father was the one
moored
who asked for
boat.
it to be built like this. Perhaps our taste
Y'all
in
took a
exterior
boat and
design
turned it
is the
into
only
a
thing we
hideout.
occasionally had in common. A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless future.
I guess I'm starting to understand why you like it.
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said Spina di Rosula had a glorious
Wait, did y'all
past.
used to be pirates?
Paimon was confused why a group with such a history would live in the sewers. But now that Paimon has seen this ship for herself, she's been convinced.
Well, Poisson is where Spina di Rosula began, after all. It's our main base, our home.
Wait, was I wrong? They're not mafia. They were pirates? French pirates? French mafia pirates? You know what I miss from Sumeru? I miss the freaking tethers from Sumeru already. We have to walk places the old-fashioned way. Hello? Yeah, we just have to walk up the old-fashioned way like peasants. If this was Sumeru, there would have been a little tether for me to get all the way to the top floor.
Maloose, we're back.
Hello. But the auto advance
Apologies
is
for the wait,
working really
Demoiselle,
weird.
and our most important partners. You said before that you still had some business at the court. What brings you back to Poisson so quickly?
About that. It's because my partner here reminded me of something really important. You see, what if my father's case had something to do with water from the primordial sea? You still remember, right, Maloose? On that night, it was raining?
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr. Linney's. Both were what you'd call impossible murders.
Could the mastermind be the same person?
Could you tell us a bit more about what happened before?
Yeah, of course. Many years ago, something called synth began to gain popularity in Poisson. At a glance,
What?
it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many pleasant hallucinations.
Primordial water? Oh my god!
Water also mentioned that the primordial water could be used to produce some kind of potion?
Yes, he did. Considering what we know now, it's almost certain that synth is created using water from the primordial sea.
Oh
If you drink
my
synth for an
god.
extended amount of time, you'll suffer many side effects, such as losing the ability to focus or control your emotions.
So alcohol.
And if you were to stop drinking it completely, you'll experience flashes of paranoia and anxiety while lacking energy to do anything. It's an extremely dangerous substance. As he oversaw Poisson, my father was compelled to put a stop to synth abuse and called for a complete ban of it.
A ban.
Boss's uncompromising attitude incurred the synth vendor's wrath, but no matter how much they threatened or bribed him, he refused to yield.
Oh my god.
Not only that, Boss became determined to find the mastermind behind the synth operation and put an end to the problem once and for all.
Yes, but the enemy was very cunning. So he could never get anything out of the dealers, all of whom only sold the stuff and weren't privy to the rest of the operation. Recognizing that, my father decided to contact the dealers in secret and cultivate personal relationships with them. Finally, he was able to convince someone to become his informant. The man's name was Jacques.
Jacques.
Greatly
That's such a
ashamed about his
generic
work
name.
After seeing many families destroyed by synth abuse. That night, my father hosted a banquet at his countryside estate. He planned to meet up and exchange information with Jacques over some food. But then, we heard 2 gunshots from the
Oh
courtyard.
my god.
We raced to the scene and found my father, still holding a gun, and Jacques, who was already dead on the ground.
Huh? How did that happen? Aren't they on the same side?
I think the murderer got turned into water.
Sounds just like Lenny's case, doesn't it? In both cases, the culprit seemed obvious, but neither appeared to have any motive at all. Looking back on it, though, I now believe the most important clue was something we all overlooked at the time. There were pieces of clothing left at the scene.
They could have belonged to someone who got dissolved.
Precisely. It's all thanks to you that I made the connection now. Back then, we all just thought they were some costumes that Jacques used to disguise himself at the banquet. But, considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene. With one extra person, we'll also need to reconsider why the 2 shots were fired.
Maybe your father got into an argument with Jacques, but it's also possible that the third person was to blame.
You're right. We still don't know what happened. But my intuition tells me that we're on the right track to figuring it all out. I'm finally headed towards the truth.
Jacques was an empathetic man who was infinitely remorseful for his past actions. It's unlikely that he turned on Boss with zero warning. I think this third person is probably the key to the full truth. On that note, however, even though this will not please you, demoiselle,
Oh god, the
as you're
music
and your
changed.
father's butler,
Oh,
I
the
must still
piano's
offer
so
a word of
loud.
warning. Our opponent is insidious and cruel. They are extremely difficult to deal with, and Boss has already lost his life trying to bring them to justice. Even though Spina de Rosula has lost most of its former glory, Poisson has welcomed a new time of peace, and we have been allowed to live out our lives. There is no need to follow your father's path. It would be both wise and in line with Boss's wishes to step back and give up on the case.
Nah.
If that's indeed what
We
he
played
wished for,
Phoenix right.
then he should have told me that himself. Was I not the closest person to him? And yet, I was the one most kept in the dark. What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect anything in the end? Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful is still his epithet. And Spina di Rosula is barely getting by.
Oh my god.
Nothing has changed. Did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just as meaninglessly? I've never accepted that. Ever. Not since that day, and certainly not now. I want to find out the real answer for everyone's sake. For the missing girls, for the victims, and for myself.
Navia.
Navia.
This is indeed the best moment to act. Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and more importantly, demoiselle, I think you're also ready to take this on.
So you do know something else, Malus.
Yes, I do. In fact, even before that banquet, Boss already knew of the connection between Synth and
You
the
were
serial
hiding stuff
disappearances
still
case.
from us? Man.
But what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you, demoiselle,
As the
being
next
selected as the
target?
next target to disappear.
So somebody's been
What?
after Navia for 3 years.
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed with a rare illness. The doctors told him that he had no more than 5 years left to live.
No more than
And the
5
serial
years.
disappearances case caused him great anxiety. 5 years was nowhere near enough time to resolve this long-standing conflict. But once he passed away, all the danger would pass on.
She has a
to you.
geovision, by the way.
Knowing all of this, he decided to use one final intimidation tactic before his death. He claimed to have already gotten his hands on some key incriminating evidence for the other side, and even told some members of Spina de Rosula about the details. But as long as you remained safe, he would not share the evidence with the public. If something were to happen to you, then he and all those he told would immediately expose all they knew about Synth and the disappeared victims.
Ah.
Right. So nobody would be able to get off scot-free.
As we've seen, Boss's tactic has worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long time, the other side
No.
has not tried to take Demoiselle's life.
Somebody started moving again. Somebody has started moving again to go after Navia.
No, I don't believe it. He never appeared to look sick to me.
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss. To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the unfaithful were still far preferable than losing face in front of his daughter.
So he chose to die in silence, so that he could protect me.
I'm afraid you're not understanding this correctly, Demoiselle. What Boss wanted to hand to you was not a parasol,
A
but a
sword.
If Boss's spirit could hear you telling me that you want to find the answer for the sake of everyone involved, I'm sure he'd be extremely proud.
Aw.
That fool.
He is a fool.
Couldn't he have just given it to me straight? No. He might have set up everything precisely because he never thought I'd be able to understand him. Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if I was able to make it to where I am now.
He gave you the choice to live how you want.
Yeah. I suppose that's true. With the way he'd set things up, if I had wanted, I could have just lived out my life without a care in the world. But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. In this case, he really didn't need to give me an easy way out. Malus, what was the key evidence that he shared with you?
It's the location where synth is produced. Essentially,
The enemy's
enemy's
headquarters?
headquarters.
Oh my
When he
god.
was threatening the enemy, boss didn't share the specifics of the incriminating evidence he found. But if you want to use it against the enemy, you'll still have to take several things into consideration.
Why? If we know where the place is, can't
Yeah,
we just go
kids storming in.
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against a mysterious and dangerous organization that's been in operation for decades. There's no telling what might be lying in wait at their headquarters. We also have no idea what kind of evidence we may be able to find inside, nor what people we may be able to capture. But a single visit to their headquarters would be tantamount to a formal declaration of war. The worst case would be that we leave empty-handed, but also open ourselves up to full retaliation.
Then, in that case, why not work with the Fontaine authorities?
The cops.
Well,
No.
we saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Linney's case. We have no idea just how thoroughly they may have been infiltrated.
That's right. The guards are infiltrated. They have been infiltrated.
That's true. Seems my father really had no choice. But things are different now. It should be a lot easier to prove the other side's guilt, now that we've connected Synth with the disappearances case.
You sound like you've put a lot of thought into this, Malus.
I am the butler, after all.
He's one hell of a
I've got to
butler.
serve the boss and Demoiselle's will.
He reminds me of Tanaka, actually, from Black
I've
Butler.
always been willing to take on any kind of risk for your sake. But considering my relative lack of ability, I've spent my time keeping secrets, performing basic investigations, and waiting for the right time to come.
Thank you for all of that, Malus. Have you discovered anything new in the past few years?
Let me think. One conclusion I came to was that the enemy must be quite familiar with Spina di Rosula, or at least have an
informant planted here.
When I announced orders to the organization's members on Demoiselle's behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark and observe the reactions of the synth vendors. If the vendors didn't change their plans, then the individuals informed of our orders must be innocent. If the vendors packed up and fled, however...
So then who did you
someone
deduce
must have
is our
given them
guy?
the news. After several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to 3 people.
Uh-oh.
The first is Florent, Spina di Rosula's senior advisor.
Huh? Florent?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people Boss trusted the most, which also means that he was someone who understood Boss really well. Thanks to his position within Boss's innermost circle, he always knew our upcoming plans and could thus avoid capture this whole time. There's someone else like him too. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
Uncle Marcel.
Uncle! Oh my god!
It's a guild in Poisson. Boss helped it to grow to its current size and prominence. In the beginning, they were only reselling some daily goods, but now they're one of the richest guilds around, with a lot of business connections in the city.
So, they're like a sister organization of Spina di Rosula?
Yes, you can say that. When we were fighting against the synth
Oh, I'm
dealers,
gonna have the
they
big
provided
brain
us with plenty of
again and
support.
figure out who done it.
It's a bit difficult to imagine someone using their own money to hunt down themselves.
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula and the guards. Although the guards mostly leave us to our own devices, there are still many activities we have to report to the local authorities. Since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities, he could theoretically always plan one step ahead.
I see. These are all people
Gosh.
who I communicate with quite regularly. To think that the enemy we've been fighting against has been right next to me all along, among those I trust the most. It's almost too hard to believe.
If you want to investigate them, please take every precaution
Wait,
to
so
not
who's our
alert the
third
quarry.
guy?
Judging from our experience, the enemy is extremely cautious.
Of course. And thank you, Malus.
Wait, who's the
You
third
provided us
guy?
with a lot of great information.
You're too kind, my lady. I'm just doing my duty. And before I forget, proving Boss's innocence would also mean clearing him of blame in Jacques' death. After that incident, Jacques' wife and daughter were taken into the Spina's care. They still live in Poisson today. If it might help, you could also pay them a visit. I can make the
Oh
necessary
my god.
arrangements.
Oh, thank you so much, Malus. You really are the best.
A new case awaits, my dear partner.
A new
I hope
case.
can
We
work
got a
together
big
to
brain.
Uncover the truth and end
Did I
this case.
miss who the third guy they talked about was? Visit Jacques' family. I guess I feel like they really skimmed over the third guy because one of them was the uncle, right? The other one was what in the inner circle with the guy, right? But I didn't quite catch who the third guy was.
It is settled then. Please excuse me and enjoy your conversation at your leisure.
Thank you for arranging everything for us, Malus.
Excuse me, miss. Do you need anything from us?
Oh, Adele does not like Navia.
Hey, Navia's all quiet.
This is awkward, isn't
like
it?
her at all.
I'm sorry that I only came to visit after all this time. After what happened, I didn't know how I was supposed to face the two of you.
Ah, if it's about that, there's no need to apologize. After my husband died, Spina di Rosula sent us a lot of mora and support. I
my
understood
God.
your guilt and apology to be genuine.
But aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques? I can understand the kind of pain that comes with losing a father so needlessly.
You don't understand at all.
Oh, this girl
I
is
didn't know how to
mad.
face you, because I didn't know what I could possibly bring as a consolation gift. I know only the full truth could bring closure to you. And to all of us.
I'm
Mhm.
sorry. I appreciate the sentiment, but you don't have to carry all that guilt. On the matter regarding my husband, my daughter and I have more or less found our answer already.
What?
Do you mind sharing it with me?
Share what?
I really can't believe.
Oh,
that
we
my
have the
father could
investigation
ever
book
bring
again.
himself to shoot Jacques.
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless times that if he could turn back the clock, he would never go into the synth business again. He had many regrets, and felt that he took the idea of providing for his family too literally. For the longest time, he thought Mora was everything. So when Mr. Callis came to him with a proposal, he accepted it almost immediately. He tried to be as careful as he could, but even so, he was still found out by the higher
His
ups.
ass is in the hot
You
seat.
found out about his betrayal?
Papa didn't say that exactly, but Papa did tell me that I should never be ungrateful.
Before he
Adele.
left that day, he told me that he had no choice. It was only later that I realized it was his final farewell to the two of us.
So someone ordered Jacques to take out Callus.
I don't know that for sure, but you could say that's the conclusion I eventually came to. Which is why I'm the one who should feel guilty. Callus had always taken great care of us, both when he was still alive and after he passed away. Even if he fired the shot that killed my husband, it was likely in self-defense. It is impossible for me to hate him for what he had done.
But Mama,
why is Papa still the bad guy if he did the right thing? Papa always wanted to be a good man, so why did he have to do a bad thing in the end?
Well, things aren't always as they seem. You still feel like your papa was a good man,
Aw,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, Papa was a really good man. The best in the whole world.
Then you should hold on to that. If a good man had to do a bad thing, then he must have had his reasons. Regardless of whether he left you a parasol or a sword. He must have done so to give you a
Aw,
better
she's
life.
repeating the saying.
Thank you
Oh,
for everything you've told
a
me.
parasol or a sword.
I will definitely find the truth. The current state of things is not something I'm willing to just sit back and accept.
Thank you. I'm very grateful to hear this from you. Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak
It is really
really
similar. Aw.
You really think so? That's the first time anyone said that to me.
Testimony from Jacques' family. Did Callus act in self-defense, or was there more to the incident?
I'll leave my husband's case.
Thank you, Miss Spina, and Miss Spina's friend.
Aw.
Are you okay, Navia?
So now we have to talk to Florent.
I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's investigate the 3 suspects next. The lodge should be nearby.
I still didn't
And
even
we should
catch.
be able to find Thierry and Uncle Marcel in the city.
I think it's Thierry. I didn't
I'll
catch
get myself
Thierry.
together on the way.
They
So
they
please
really
don't
skipped
worry.
by when they talked about Thierry. No, the other guys I know. Like this is the inner circle guy.
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance?
You're in the
today?
hot seat, dude.
I'm sure you've heard about what happened at the Opera House. Someone got turned into water right in front of us.
Yeah, I've heard. With something that dramatic, I'm sure journalists will milk it for all it's worth. And it'll be all the talk for the next several weeks.
It also reminded me, on the day that the incident happened with my father, it was raining outside, and we found some clothes left at the scene. After my partner here put the dots together for me, I feel like we should try to reopen his case. Can you do me a favor and try to recall what happened that night?
Let me think. Mr. Callus was feeling pretty upbeat that day. So he was drinking and bantering away with us at the table.
Bantering.
After that, he told us that he wanted to go get some fresh air. So we let him go without thinking much of it. Who knew that we would hear 2 gunshots ring out right after? My first reaction was that Mr. Callus's life was in danger. So I grabbed my holster and made a mad dash toward the scene. But when I got there, it was already too late. Mr. Callus was standing over a dead body with a gun in his hands. All we could do was look back and forth at each other, not knowing what to say.
So you also remember 2 gunshots then?
Indeed. The guard said that the first shot didn't hit anyone, while the second killed Jacques.
No, I think the shot
I've
hit
never
the
really bought
hit
that
the guy who turned
explanation.
into water.
Reason being, Mr. Callus had left his gun on the table. I even made sure to confirm that before running to the scene. But according to the guards, that doesn't mean he couldn't have had other guns on his person. About the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned. Do you think there was a third person there who was turned into water?
It's very possible. Very, very possible, dude. It is very interesting that you're putting 2 and 2 together as well.
At least from our perspective, my father had no reason to kill. So he would also have no reason to bring an extra gun with him. The gun he was holding probably belonged to Jacques, or a third person on the scene.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So you're saying Mr. Callus ended up with the gun because he seized it from one of the other guys? But hold on. If that's what had happened, then why didn't he share the truth with any of us?
Because nobody figured it
He
out.
didn't even want to face the Oratrice machine, and chose instead to prove his honor in a duel. Did he lose all faith in the courts after seeing someone dissolve right in front of his eyes?
About that, Malus told me a thing or two. So, I think I can understand why he committed to the duel. I'll tell you everything once the whole truth has been revealed.
I understand.
Okay, so
Then I'll leave Mr.
Florence
Callus's
for
honor in
now
your
is
hands,
not on the
boss.
sus list
And
for
if I
now.
may just say one more thing. The whole Callus the Unfaithful epithet has been a thorn in my side since the day it was invented. Many people have laughed at me for still calling him Mr. Callus.
Aw.
Even after
So
so
yeah,
many
maybe
years have
Florent,
passed.
maybe we can
But
trust
it
him.
was Mr. Callus's trust that allowed me to rise through the ranks of Spina di Rosula and live the life I lead today, no matter what others might say. He'll always be the man I respect the most. And he'll always be my boss.
Don't worry. I will definitely find the truth. You and all our other comrades at the Spina deserve to know the truth as well.
Information regarding Florent. He is very grateful to Callus for his kindness.
My apologies, boss, for that last sentimental bit. It's just... many years have passed while I've held my tongue. It's not often that I get to share my true feelings with others.
It's so sad that I can't use Nahida's powers to read everyone's minds, but I guess it would be kind of breaking it, wouldn't it? Because Nahida's powers should only work in Sumeru, right? But imagine if we just walked up to the culprit and we were able to read their mind. I think that would just completely make all these investigations pointless. So yeah, this Thierry guy, we kind of just brushed over talking about him. Like, I don't even remember talking about this guy in that one cutscene.
Hey, Thierry, it's me.
You're in the hot seat, Thierry.
Now, what brings you here, Miss Navia?
I don't trust
I've
cops.
heard that you made quite the name for yourself at the Opera House.
Oh, so you've got news of that already.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm also a member of the guards, you know.
No,
The way
I
you
don't
make
trust
it
the
sound,
cops.
People would think I was sent off to Poisson because I had done something wrong.
Are you sure there isn't a little bit of truth in that? Under normal circumstances, shouldn't you have been called back to the city already?
I mean, where I work is really up to me. Let's just say I enjoy the ambiance of Poisson. Callus did a fantastic job running the town, building Spina di Rosula from the ground up and clearing many obstructions in my way. It would be next to impossible for me to find a similarly easy but high-paying
I don't
job
like
in the city.
Thierry. I don't like him already.
Anyway, enough chit-chat. Are these two friends of yours?
Oh shit, I opened it, sorry.
You, here for some formal business?
Yes. These two are my partners. What happened at the Opera House made us realize that Linny's case and my father's may be related. We're trying to reinvestigate the details of my father's old case.
Ah, I get it. You think there might be more to the case now that we know people can be dissolved into water, right? I was also flabbergasted when I first heard of it. If you want to go through the original files from your father's case, I can help you look for them.
That'd be much appreciated. Thank you. Actually, I have another question. Do you have the authority to dispatch Gardamex?
Of course.
Uh-oh.
Without them, I couldn't possibly handle Poisson on my own.
So you can
Why do you
dispatch them,
ask?
huh?
We definitely can't use them to forcefully get more evidence for your father's case.
Well, you see, just recently...
Why would you
we
talk
were
about?
attacked by a
You
horde
shouldn't
of
talk about
unnumbered
this.
Gardamex in
No,
the
don't talk
city.
about this with him.
So, if you hypothetically wanted to do something against me, all you would need to do is get rid of the mecha serial numbers.
Yeah, see?
send them
Let's just
after
talk
me.
about his plans right in front of his face.
Then you think too highly of my abilities. Dispatching mecha is very different from controlling
I love that
them.
they're called mecha.
If I had to make an analogy, when you order a dish, the chef will make it for you. You can ask the chef to cook, but not to massage your shoulders or carry your baggage.
I still don't like this
If
guy.
you try to make unreasonable demands, the chef would just think you're out of your mind and ignore you completely. The same goes for me and my Gardamex. Removing a serial number is also not as easy as you might think. There are a lot of complex steps to it, and it's almost impossible to keep it a secret. So I can promise you, those mecha were definitely private units. They're certainly not
Private
cheap.
units.
So, whoever their owner is must be super rich, powerful, or both. Now that you mention it, though, being in the synth business would definitely be profitable enough to afford this.
I guess it would be really convenient if you were somehow in the synth business.
Oh. Then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
Oh, well, thank you for the vote of confidence.
I don't know. I still don't think he's
Jokes
in the clear
aside,
completely for me.
I'd like to wish you all the best with your investigation. I'll be staying in the city for a little while, so just come find me if you need any support from the guards.
I don't know. That didn't sit that well with me. Thierry is the person responsible for official contact between Spina de la Rosula and the guards. According to him, only the sufficiently rich can privately own large numbers of Gardamex.
I'll see what I can do for you in Spina di Rosula when it comes to guard stuff, but don't go advertising.
Yeah,
it to
we're
everyone
good
else.
friends with the cops. Very mafia of them. So now we have to go contact Marcel. Hello?
Hello. How may I help you?
I'm here to see Marcel. Could you
Kalsagni.
please let him know? You can just say no.
Oh my god, Navi is looking for him. Yep.
Sure. I will let him know right
So
away.
is this guy... I mean, by process of elimination, would Marcel really be our guy?
Ah, Navia, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not as young as I used to be, so my legs are giving out a bit.
Oh, it's all right, Uncle Marcel. There's no need to stress.
Uncle, did you kill your own
To
brother?
you briefly about what happened in the opera house. I'm sure you saw everything too, right?
Yes, I've never seen anything so strange.
Oh, you were at the opera house too?
That's right. I went there with Navia to see the magic show. Who knew it would turn into a whole murder mystery?
Were you the one who managed to put primordial water on that guy?
I also witnessed your marvelous sleuthing work. Quite impressive. To beat the Hydro Archon at her own game on her own turf, I can already imagine everyone in Fontaine discussing your exploits over a few glasses of wine.
Oh, Paimon doesn't want to become the talk of drunkards.
Apologies. It's just how Fontaine is.
Everyone loves the drama.
Everyone loves drama and theatrics.
Uncle Marcel, you've also noticed that other thing, right? The fact that humans can dissolve in water?
Yes, I was reminded of your father's case right away. Is that what you're investigating now?
Exactly. I still don't have much solid proof, but I can sense that the other side has already begun to act.
Oh, and what makes you say that?
They went after her.
On Arrhenius by some unnumbered Gardamex. And there was also an attempt to get me to drink water from the primordial sea.
If not for the vigilance of my partner, I probably wouldn't even be here talking to you right now.
Oh, you're giving us too much credit. Wasn't it you who protected us?
Alas, it seems things are heating up again. The peace that Callus sought so dearly will soon become a
Someone's
thing of the
after
past.
Navia.
But rest assured, Navia, Poisson will always remain a safe haven for you. If you're scared, you can always return there. If anyone dares to lay their hands on you there, the Confrérie of Cabrières will use its funds to the last Mora to bring them to justice.
Thank you, Uncle Marcel. But I don't intend to go into hiding. I'm going to strike while the iron's hot. Do you have any new thoughts on my father's
Oh, sorry.
case?
About that. Sorry, my age is catching up with me, so it'll take me a while to recall my memory. The Confrérie was responsible for that banquet, so I was out and about the whole time making sure things were running smoothly. I didn't even have the time to drink with the guests. Then I heard the sound of a gunshot, and the rest was history.
Oh, it's okay. No need to push yourself. We'll ask around some more.
I
See
don't
if there
I
are
don't like any
valuable
of
clues
this.
elsewhere.
Sounds good. Just let me know if you ever need Mora. All my wealth comes from Callus's patronage.
So he's rich, huh?
I'll spend however much it takes to clear his name.
Though his recollections of the events is quite foggy, he's willing to defend Navia. Prophet, hello. We are on Act 2 of the story. A lot has happened. Oh my god, a lot has happened. Like, literally, a lot. Oh, Fanta! For me? I love Fanta. I'm sorry, I'm trying to buy out the shop. Pretty dress. Yeah, Fontaine has some of the best dressed people around. Wait, where's the old man? That is totally okay, Prophet. There is a lot to these Archon quests also. Act 1 took me 5 hours to put it into perspective. So, there is so much to these stories. So I totally get it.
Alas, why do these kinds of things happen to the kindest people?
Luckily, there isn't anything too big going on right now, but yeah, a lot happened in Act 1. No, that's how I do these. I like doing the acts in one day, like each act, because otherwise I'm gonna freaking not remember what's going on. I don't like getting interrupted in the middle of these. So when it comes to, like, unfortunately, Genshin's quests are very, very chunky. Although, it helps me keep at a steady pace if I try to do one whole quest line in a day. I don't know about doing Act 1 and Act 2. Like, if I tried doing Act 1 and Act 2 together in one day, that would have been like a 10-hour stream. I would not be up for that.
We've talked to all 3 suspects, purely based on their conversations with me.
Also, if you like Phoenix Wright, if you like mysteries, you should totally not look at this, because there's a really good Phoenix Wright Danganronpa style. Oh yeah, we cannot pet the dogs. Component to this quest line. I love it.
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
No, I already have the sus on one person. I already know.
I suppose that's to be expected, though. If a single conversation's all
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
needed
Goodbye,
to find them
Prophet.
out,
There's a mystery
then
element
my father
here.
wouldn't have needed to investigate the case for so many years. Anyway, even though we didn't make a breakthrough, let's still compile what we were able to find.
Thank you for the best wishes, Prophet. Thank you, thank you. Okay, it's spoiler time. We're going in. We're going in. We have to dig in now.
You're right. Flora mentioned that Callus probably only ended up with the gun because of circumstance. That makes sense.
According to Jacques' family members, he already told them that he had been discovered, and that he had no choice before he left home that day. If I had to guess, he probably received an order from the synth boss to kill my father. Had he refused, he and his family's lives would have been forfeit.
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
If it was Jacques, I wouldn't have fired a shot at all.
Oh? And why is that?
Could he guarantee his safety after killing Callus?
Ooh, that's a good point. Jacques probably already knew that he was just being used as a tool for murder. And once he had completed his mission, he'd be of no more use to his boss.
So, what would make more sense from his perspective would be to turn his back on the Order and seek protection from my father.
Seems the third person was the one who derailed everything.
Makes sense. But without evidence, that's still just a theory. Besides Jacques, the attack from the Gardamex has been bothering me quite a bit as well. It's obvious that our enemy has become more antsy after the secret of the primordial seawater was revealed.
Do you think he knew, even then, that we'd follow this lead to the end?
Oh, sorry, I
Given
opened it.
everything that's happened since, it's quite possible. But who among the 3 suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex?
Marcel, right?
Uncle Marcel? My father did really trust him. And they worked together on a large number of projects. Maybe that's how he got to know Jacques. And with funds from the Confrérie, he could also afford a large number of Gardamex. Still really hard for me to imagine, though. After all, Uncle Marcel has been around since I was just a child. Also, wouldn't this mean he has been spending a whole lot of mora and energy to fight his own synth business?
Then who could have done it? Florent?
Florent? It is true that he was closest to my father, and thus had the best chance of learning about his dealings with Jacques. But as Spina di Rosula's advisor, his work mostly deals with personnel and security, so he shouldn't have much means when it comes to finances.
So you're saying he's too broke to afford a mecha army?
Exactly. He can't. And even if he could, I don't think he would be able to dispatch a whole group so quickly.
So why are we going with Thierry?
Thierry, you say? Huh. It is possible that he's figured out a way to convert the Gardamex for personal use. But I didn't feel like he was lying when he was talking to us about the mecha. I also don't think he'd be able to keep that kind of tampering under wraps.
Yeah. Had he actually tampered with the mecha, we'd be able to prove it with a simple check of the guard's inventory. If the mecha were taken from the guards, it should be pretty easy to find out when and how that happened.
Who could it be?
Wait. Only the sufficiently rich can privately own large numbers of Gardamax. Which of the three suspects was most likely to have committed the crime? Is it still Marcel?
You know, if you think everything through, Uncle Marcel is indeed the most suspicious of them all.
Could we be missing other suspects? Malus didn't know about the people turning into water thing when he narrowed it down to these three, did he?
Malus has always been very reliable, and his judgment of others' trustworthiness has been fair and well considered. When he laid out his case for the three, the rationale he gave me made a lot of sense as well. The suspect is knowledgeable about the Spina's internal affairs, has the means to dispatch Mecha to assassinate us, and possesses significant intellect and foresight. Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how things could all tie back to Uncle Marcel.
He is someone very close to you after all.
Well, we still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
The synth production base.
Yes, Malus did say that charging straight in there would be extremely risky. But we don't have any other options right now. We need far more solid proof before we can hope to go charging in on our enemy.
Navia, here you are. Oh, I've been looking for you.
Huh? Aren't
What?
you the guy from the guards?
What happened?
Did something happen?
Yeah. News came from Irenaeus just after you left. We've got another trial on our hands.
Huh?
Wasn't that place built specifically for holding trials? What's so newsworthy about this one?
I know. But they said the person they're putting on trial
Tartaglia!
is called Tartaglia.
Tartaglia's going to jail!
What?
Oh
Is
my
that
god!
Yeah.
We know him for sure way too well.
Well,
Oh my
he's
god.
been accused of being the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. It's absurd.
Let
don't you
him
think?
rot. Look. We have an obligation. We know for a fact that it can't be Tartaglia.
Wait,
Tartaglia
how?
was not responsible
None of
for
our
this.
investigations have had anything to do with him.
That's what I thought was strange about it, so I came to tell you the news right away. If the charge against him stands, then it'll be next to impossible to get the guards to support any of our planned investigations.
Right. Because they'll think they've already found the culprit.
Yeah.
So we have to help
It'll
him.
be a lot harder then to clear Mr. Callus's name.
I understand. Well, partner, what do you think we should do? We still haven't found any conclusive evidence.
Let's split up.
Huh? Split up? What do you mean?
You can go to an Irenaeus while I go investigate that place. Oh, we're gonna go by ourselves?
Just as expected of my partner.
Actually, it probably is safer for us to go by ourselves because if Navia went with us, that's a primordial water production joint. That's dangerous.
Since this is a trial about the serial disappearances case, The culprit's attention will be focused on Arrhenius, leaving his home base
Wide open.
You're right. This is our best opportunity. All right then, let's do this. I'll stall them at the Opera House and charge Marcel as the true culprit.
Oh, uh-oh.
I won't have any chance of making that charge stick, though, unless we find more evidence. It'll be up to you to make it back in time and hand the decisive evidence to me.
Oh, God.
We'll help you, just like you helped us in Linny's trial.
Demoiselle, please allow us to accompany you.
I'm ready.
So Navia's gonna have to freaking be like...
Malou, Silver, when did you two get here?
We heard that you'll be leaving Poisson and figured that you might require our assistance. It's our hope that your confidence will be bolstered with the two of us by your side.
Thank you so much. Then, let's make haste for Arrhenius. Paimon, Traveler, I'll see you at the Opera House.
Yes.
See you then!
See you then. Suspect analysis. Combining the information regarding the Gardemax, it can be concluded that there's only one person who can have a large number of Gardemax in his possession and run the synth business without leaving traces. It's Marcel. Yay, we finished the second quest. Okay, I think this might be the final one.
We should also get going.
I was really hoping to unlock this damn teleporter over here. This one? I was really hoping to get it, but the quest stopped me. Whatever. We'll just go this way. There's a fishing guild here. No! Why is there fishing?
The location has already been marked on the map, so let's head over.
This is just an Ace Attorney plot. I could believe this being in an Ace Attorney game. Wait, so where the hell are we going? Find the entrance to the headquarters.
According to Malusa's info, the synth production base is underwater.
I gotta swim!
Let's go and try to find the entrance.
No! Oh god, we actually have to do the swimming mechanic. Okay, everyone pray for me because I hate swimming in JRPGs. Like, I didn't like the swimming in Final Fantasy XIV. Hydroculus. Hydroculi is the word. You have to fish for the Hydroculus? Well, guess what? It's gonna be just like Sumeru where I don't even finish anything. Wait, how the hell do I unlock this thing? There we go. The underwater's so pretty. Did you know they censored the butts? Which is so funny to me. That they censored the butts. Oh god, something's after me. Ah! The underwater battle music is pretty cool. Wait, where am I going? Oh my god, there's so many tutorials. Oh, cut seaweed? Yatta! Wait, how do I cut this? Hello? Is it L2? I love how I'm not reading any of this. I don't like reading. I just click. Why can't I go slashy slash? Reading is for chumps. Oh, wait. I have to do these all at the same time. Like this, right? Oh, it's like Kingdom Hearts. Oh, wait, no. You can't target them all. Then how do I cut this thing? I like the diving music, though. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next cutscene. Learning is for chumps.
Finally found it.
Paimon's floated. This is the most natural Paimon looks.
Production base. It sure doesn't seem out of the ordinary at all.
Look, if there's one thing I learned from Genshin is that you don't read the tutorials, you just go burr. You just go burr.
You're right. An important place like this is bound to have a ton of protective measures and mechanisms.
It's already underwater.
Arguing up a storm right now to stall for us.
Is this a domain? Oh, shit. Oh, God. Are we going to play as Navia now? I think we're going to play as Navia now. Objection.
It would appear that I must repeat my question again, Mr.
Oh,
Tucker.
child, you're in the hot
Do
seat.
you accept the charge that you are the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
Look at this fool. He looks so
To
silly.
be perfectly honest, I don't understand your
country's complicated court system.
or the reason why I'm being charged
Oh
with
my
something I've
God.
never even heard of.
Child, that's so funny. he's like, who the hell are you
People who
people?
have been charged can choose to participate in a duel to clear their name. Is that right?
You're gonna try to duel.
In which case, as long as I accept the charge, I can have an all-out fight with that champion duelist.
Did he
Clorin,
purposefully throw himself into freaking the courthouse so that he could fight
right?
Clorin?
I've got to admit, that's one of the most enticing offers I've ever received. When I privately sparred with her last time,
I don't
she
even
was
murder
obviously
anyone
holding
yet.
back. Real disappointing.
She's sitting right next to Farina.
Hey, don't you understand? You're currently the prime suspect for a major case.
Wow, she's trying to
This
talk
isn't
him
the
down.
place for you to be looking for fights.
You know, out of all the people who I expect to have a conversation together, I think Child and Furina is actually the most funny because Furina don't care. She's so arrogant.
Oh?
And so is
Sounds
Child.
Like the Hydro Archon wants to lecture me on the ways of the opera house.
Oh my god.
Then why don't you duel me too? I'm the kind of student that learns best in the heat of battle.
Girl, what, are you scared of fighting? She doesn't want to fight?
Alas, it would appear that communication with the defendant is going poorly, and we have made very little progress.
Noelette doesn't care. Noelette's looking at him like, who the hell is this
In
guy?
that case, let me explain everything from the very beginning again. The goal of this trial is to determine the culprit behind
This
the
is already a
serial
circus show, and we don't even have to be here.
That case had nothing to do with him. You've got the wrong man. Huh? What's going on?
Objection.
Why is she interjecting again?
Look.
I told you it couldn't be one of the Fatui Harbingers.
Miss Navia, this is the second time you've interrupted the court
The
proceedings.
second time?
I only tolerated your behavior last time because you were able to provide the court with a key eyewitness. But that was an exception rather than standard court protocol. I can very well charge you
With contempt of court? Oh no. She said she's about to get in really big trouble.
Did you ever think I had any respect for this place's pointless theatrics?
God, Fontaine people are so all arrogant. I love this. Like, they're all so very arrogant people. Except for Furina, funny enough.
We can put that discussion aside for now. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to charge the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. And if my charges prove true, then Tartaglia here will be proven innocent by default, correct?
I don't know, he really looked like he wanted the duel.
Oh, a young lady has charged in and offered to clear my name. How fascinating. Well, I'd gotten half bored to death by all these rules and procedures anyway, so I'll take you up on that offer. So, Your Honor, is there nothing else for me to do now?
You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted.
Dun dun dun.
Now then, Miss Navia, who is the person you would like to charge instead?
Here we go.
That person is...
It can only be one person. You.
Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabriere. Huh? What Confrérie?
Never heard of them in my life. Huh?
I've heard of them, but weren't they Spina di Rosula's sister organization?
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
Oh,
Please
they're
let me
really
remind
into
you, Miss
this?
Navia, that charging someone is an incredibly serious matter. Committing to the charge also means taking on the legal responsibilities associated with it.
What does that mean?
If the charge fails, depending on the circumstances, you may also be charged with the crime of making a false accusation.
Uh-oh.
Knowing this, do you still wish to charge this man?
Yes, I do.
In that case, I declare the charge to be valid. Miss Navia and attorneys, please take your places on the court. Members of the guards, please contact Mr. Marcel right away so that he may stand trial.
After some time, a shocked and confused Marcel is brought to the stands.
Mr. Marcel, you will not require an attorney. Is that correct?
Apologies. It all just happened so quickly. I still haven't figured out what's going on. I think an attorney won't be necessary. This is probably just a misunderstanding between me and Navia.
Very well. In that case, since both sides have now arrived, Miss Navia, please present your charges.
I would like to take
God, this is so Phoenix Wright.
To the case
This
of
is so Phoenix
Callus
Wright, man. I
Unfaithful.
love this.
Only through elucidating what really happened in that case can we connect all the dots for the serial disappearances case.
Navia, do you really think that I was the one who killed your father? Come on, why would I do that? Callus was my benefactor, and remember, both you and I only ran to the scene.
You know, I sense a really good coincidence. So, people don't like admitting it, but Genshin really has a visual novel element to it. And I think the reason why Fontaine has been working out really, really well is because all the murder mystery visual novels are really, really good too, like Danganronpa and Phoenix Wright, and Code Raid, and AI The Somnium Files. Like, it's all, the reason why they all work so well is because they're visual novels, and Genshin has this awkward mixture of visual novel element to it as well. And it feels really awkward for most of the story, except for, you know, this, where murder mysteries really, really shine in a visual novel format.
If that's enough to make me a suspect, wouldn't that make everyone at that banquet a suspect as well?
I think there's no point in getting into these.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, I keep opening the damn book.
The audience doesn't even have the big picture yet. Even I'm struggling to remember some details of the case.
Exactly correct, Your Honor. I must refresh everyone's memory about that case before I can explain my charge and reasoning.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage.
Who? Oh god, here we go. Oh god, Nouvellette versus Navia.
Spina di Rosula hosted a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cabrières. During the banquet, all attending guests heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect, Callus, holding a gun, while his acquaintance, Jacques,
Oh, is
lay
that
dead
what
from a gunshot wound.
is that what Navia's father looked like?
The
Aw.
guards' investigation did not recover any
Oh no, I
of
think that's the
firearms
dead
from the
guy.
scene. As a result, they concluded that the suspect's first shot must have missed, while the second must have taken Jacques' life. The suspect did not dispute this conclusion, and also declined to defend himself in court.
No, that's Navia's father. He has an eye patch. Oh my god.
Callus was defeated by champion duelist Clarand in the ensuing duel, and soon succumbed to the injuries. These are the known facts about the case.
The one with the motive to kill was Jacques, not my father. And even so, Jacques still had no reason to pull the trigger. In truth, the third person shot Jacques first, and was shot in turn by my father when my father seized the gun from him. After that, the true culprit turned the third person into water, erasing all traces of him from the scene. Thank you for the summary, Your Honor. Of course, the guard's conclusion appeared quite sensible to us at the time. However, we should revisit the case now that we've gained new information about the abilities of water from the primordial sea.
Dun dun dun. Alright, we battle. Oh, so all of the text has keywords. Okay, let's talk about this. On the day of the murder, Spina was owned by the Confrérie de Cabrières. I'm gonna go with the second option. Callus did not have a gun. Oh no, something's not right. Oh my god. Well then what's wrong? 2 gunshots. Callus, who had a motive to kill. Is it the testimony from Jacques' family?
The testimony of the victim's family confirms that Jacques had thoughts of assassinating Callus when he set out for the banquet. However, in the end, he reconsidered, and instead shared everything with Callus, hoping to seek the latter's protection. Unfortunately for Jacques, the true culprit had already considered this possibility, and had sent out another assassin.
Oh god. When the guests arrived at the scene, they found... let's see. After conducting a reinvestigation, it is now certain that Callus did not bring a gun with him. Moreover, details the third person on the scene. The first shot must have missed, and while the second had taken Jacques' life. Girl, I don't got the brain power for this. Marcel? No. Oh my god. Then what is this? None other than Marcel. It was owned by the Confrérie de Cabrier. What's wrong with this note? It says the text is blue up here, so we obviously have to do something with this top option. What? Oh my god, what is the option then? Wait, then why does this have blue text if this is all wrong? Oh, I hate it. Like, look, it has blue text here indicating that we probably should have presented something on there, but no. Callus did not bring a gun with him. Moreover, the possibility of a third person. So what can we do to talk about the possibility of a third person in this scene? Clothing of an unknown person.
This assassin first shot Jacques, then turned to shoot Callus, only for Callus to wrestle the gun from him and kill him instead.
And then the first shot and taken Jacques' life. So then the water.
A pile of clothing was found at the scene. The guards once believed they were used by Jacques as a costume to disguise himself. But now it is clear that the clothes were proof that there was a third person at the scene, and that they were turned into water after committing the murder.
Oh, whoops, I skipped the last part. Anyway, recap this.
The true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve into water, leading everyone to believe Callus was responsible for Jacques' murder. This is the true version of events.
Oh my god. So the balance is tipped in our favor? Successful reputation?
So that's what happened. Wait, you're telling me something as dangerous as water from the primordial sea has been used for all these years?
Because if you dilute
What a
it...
great theory. It also explains Callus's and Jacques' respective motives. I guess they didn't shoot each other after all.
Mr. Marcel, you are the one being charged with the crime. You should provide a rebuttal if you wish to prove your innocence.
But I think I agree with everything Navia just said. In fact, there was nothing in her speech that directly implicated me.
Then, may I ask some questions? In my opinion,
Oh,
we
Farina.
primarily need to determine two things.
Okay.
One, do you have the evidence to back up your claims?
I'm afraid not. At least not at this very moment.
Boo! If you don't have any evidence, you should just go home.
I may not have the evidence with me, but I know where I could go to collect it. If we look up the deserted clothes against a record of people who went missing around the same time, we should be able to find a match. Considering the serial disappearances case, the guards probably kept careful records of all missing persons from around that time, regardless of age or gender.
That makes sense to me. Monsieur Neuvillette, I would consider this
Oh, I love that Farina's interjecting on this. She actually seems competent.
Farina's acting a little differently today.
A little
Maybe
differently.
she's scared of embarrassing herself again?
Yeah.
Alternatively, she's become more diligent after charging an innocent citizen in the
Yeah,
last
I knew it. I knew she was acting more serious today.
Second question has to do with the ensuing duel. If the truth is indeed as you described, then why didn't Mr. Callus explain himself in court? If he had testified that a person had been dissolved, he could have at least mounted a defense.
I've thought about this too, and the answer is actually pretty simple. He felt there were things that were more important to him. The dissolving power of water from the primordial sea is an important secret for the true culprit of the serial disappearances case. My father could have exposed it for all to see, but he chose to take it to the grave. At that time, Spina di Rosula was in dire straits, and his reputation had already been shattered. He had no guarantee that going forward with the truth would allow the culprit to be brought to justice. What was certain, however, was that it would paint a gigantic target on my back.
Boss once told me that Demoiselle had already been selected as the next
Oh my
target of the
god.
serial disappearances case.
What?
Yes, Navia.
If the secret had gotten out, the culprit would have fought an all-out war with Espina right there and then. I wouldn't have been the only one in danger. All of us would have stood to lose our lives. Of course, the guards might eventually figure out
Eventually.
and determine that we were in the right. But what good would that do? How can a hollow verdict protect anyone? Had this opera house ever given my father
Oh,
any kind
she's
of
calling them out.
Spina di Rosula would have had no
No reason to
exist.
exist,
By
man.
staying silent, we retain
I'm
the
in
ability
shock,
to deter our
man.
opponents and
Navia
continue
really
to
managed to make the situation. Phoenix Wright should learn a thing or two from her. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I promise.
to grow and learn. And once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge, I will do what this opera house
Cannot. Yeah,
and
call them
restore
out.
my
Call out their
father's truth
asses.
and honor back to him.
So, you mean to say, your father intended to die in the duelist's ring?
He sure did.
That's right.
Do you have any proof?
Of course. All you need is to ask his opponent.
Clorinda. Yeah. Her. Yep,
I
girl.
don't need your
You.
apology, your guilt, or your support from the shadows. You don't have to do anything for my sake. But since he entrusted his will to you, Clorand, you should tell us
Oh
the
my
truth about
God.
his sacrifice.
So, during the duel, did you believe that Callus was intending to die?
Yes, I did. As a champion duelist, I've fought many battles and taken a countless number of dishonored lives.
Oh my god. Clorinda reminds me a little bit of Zero from Final Fantasy XIV. I think it's the hat.
I've seen all kinds of people give their all for the faintest hope to continue living. Some were determined, others
She also reminds me of Morag.
and some even
I need a
naive
shot of
and
Morag,
twisted.
Zero, and Clorinda just all in one tweet. I'm gonna do that.
Just one look and I can tell if a duelist is hoping to live or if they're looking to die. I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus never intended to leave the ring alive.
Oh.
Since that's your testimony, I have no more questions. It appears there really are good grounds to reopen
Dun dun
this case.
dun.
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained the link between your father's case and the serial disappearances case.
Right? What she said was fascinating, but kind of beside the point.
Uh-oh.
Wait,
Audience
aren't they
member.
just talking about the serial disappearances case?
Of course, Your Honor. The two cases are connected via a matter of timing. In my father's case, the culprit intended to kill both Jacques and Callus. As a result, they planned to act after hearing 2 gunshots. And, at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone because they realized they were at risk of being identified. The culprit could only time their actions so precisely if they were already at the scene.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, Marcel attended both the banquet and the trial.
So that's why you suspected me.
Uh-oh.
Even after hearing your reasoning, I still can't help but find it a little preposterous.
I'm just saying, Navia actually is doing a really good job putting this together. Like, this is Phoenix Wright levels of putting evidence together so quickly.
You've always been an impulsive and sentimental child, Navia. It's one of your most endearing
My
traits.
gosh, old man. I don't like when characters act like this. This reminds me of how, What's-His-Face would act in Final Fantasy 15. Like, just characters who we know are very, very bad, but also they still smile and be awkward and stuff like that.
Appeal to pathos.
They appeal to pathos, yeah.
I won't try to refute
That's
your points one by
exactly
one,
what I'm trying
but
to
even
say.
if everything you just said was true, can you prove that I was the only person present at both events? On top of that, does a person have to be physically present to control the timing? Can't someone remotely monitor the place?
Uh-oh, no, the balance. Oh, God.
I know that even with that, you might still think you can reduce the list of suspects with some further investigations until I'm the only one left on the list. Alas, who won't feel at least a little hurt by an accusation of murder?
Oh.
From a girl you see as your own daughter.
My gosh, dude. He's gotten his act together really
If I were to
quick.
dismiss this completely, you'd also think I'm not being considerate of your feelings. Ah, well. Let Uncle Marcel teach
Oh
you
my
another
God.
lesson. Do you know what the biggest flaw in your reasoning is?
What is it?
I suppose you're gonna tell me anyway.
It's timing again. I'm a businessman by trade. From that standpoint, there's no reason for me to kidnap young women. It's a high-risk action with nothing to gain. In addition, I left my home in Snezhnaya.
Your
when I was
home
young
in
to come to Poisson and
Snezhnaya?
work in some trade. My
Excuse
business only
me?
thrived when
Wait
I
a
received
minute.
Callus's patronage. But the disappearances began before I ever stepped foot in Fontaine.
Yeah, you joined the freaking drug operation here.
I do apologize, Demoiselle. This was my mistake.
No, it's not your fault. I'm sure he had come prepared.
Oh my God, so where do we go with this
Is there
then?
anything else you'd like to say? Would you like to check the date of my first business license against the first known case of the serial disappearances? You can also take a look at my border entry records, or ask my friends and family when I left Snezhnaya for the first time. Could those
Oh my God,
records
this
and
man came
testimonies
so
do
prepared. He
something to
changed into
appease
like a
the
different
unspeakable
person.
anguish in your heart?
This is like Phoenix Wright when the culprit starts to like snap from emotions.
Got the wrong guy.
Uh-oh.
Convicted for falsely accusing him.
Uh-oh.
I think you've done a superb job of dissecting your father's feelings as he neared the end of his life. But aren't you going against all of his wishes and expectations right now? He wished for you to become more rational, collected, and conscientious, instead of dwelling only on your own feelings. Once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings, and to stop rushing headlong into
My
things, you
God.
have met most of his expectations.
But Marcel's so different now.
This isn't just about me, and it never has been. The biggest difference between me and the rest of the victims is that I still have the ability to search for the truth, while that same agency has long been taken from them. The people whose families were destroyed by synth abuse, the people who lost their loved ones to the serial
God, Navi is
disappearances,
so cool,
and the people who
man.
suffered tragic ends due to their sense of justice. Many people's images are flashing before my eyes. I'm sure some are coming to those of you in the audience as well. And whose image do you see, Marcel?
Yeah.
Is it a man named Vache?
Vache. Yeah, Marcel, call him out.
Oh, so you do know that name.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
I was waiting for you to say that.
A little while earlier, at the entrance to the synth production base. Wait, what happened? Oh, so this is happening earlier. Oh God, I have to swim. Ah, shit. Y'all, I told you I don't like the swimming. I suck at the swimming stuff. Do I go up? Oh, wait, how do I go up? Okay, I go up by pushing X. Oh my God, this is so... I suck at the swimming so much. Hello? This is like a domain. What the hell is this? Oh, I have to reformat my party. Okay. Let me fix my party so that we can actually have a chance of winning. Diluc, Kazuha, Bennett, and Zhongli. Oh my God, everyone in the parting select screen, it looks so cool. What the hell are these?
Solidify.
You got me messed up. You think I'm gonna read all this? Guess what? We're gonna do this my way. Set you on fire. Set you on fire again. Do this.
Into the wind.
Flames.
Purge. See? Who is scared of water when you can just set everything on fire? Look, I don't read enemy mechanics around here. I just kill. We just kill.
Is it because of this mechanism in the middle? That guy really prepared a lot of stuff for this place.
Marcel. So could Marcel really have prepared all of this? There's a treasure chest here. With 2 whopping primo gems. Wow, y'all, I'm going to Vegas.
Paimon thinks we need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way.
Oh, shit.
Let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll
Oh?
show us the way up.
There's something underwater? Oh. You. So how do I do this? Bruh, I don't know how to control this stuff. Oh wait, can I just push R2? Boom! See, I don't like the swimming controls already. I don't like them. I don't really like swimming in JRPGs in general though, so I'm sorry if I'm making people cringe. My stream tags literally say advertise what I am. I'm cringe. Apologies.
The water level is rising. Now we can swim to the top. But this is still a ways away from where we need to go.
Then we'll just go to the next level. Simple as that, Paimon. Hello? Oh, shit. Hello? I don't care about what they're doing. I'm just gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this. I will have order. Bonk. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they're saying. I'm just gonna do this. Literally, I see enemy tutorials, and my brain just glazes over, and I'm just like, you want me to do what now? Oh, I think I get... Oh, I get stuff for the event for doing this. Hooray. I literally must look like such a clown right now because they're presenting me a bunch of tutorials, but I don't want to read any of it. I just want to go. Oh, I'm swimming now. Oh, wait, no, it wants me to go this way. I don't know why. I think Final Fantasy XIV has made me think that there's supposed to be a loading screen whenever you pop out of the water. I'm like, no, I don't want to pop out of the water yet because there's going to be a big loading screen, but there isn't. It's so scary to me. Wish Final Fantasy XIV could do that. Just no loading screen. This is exactly why they stopped doing underwater stuff. Load times. Oh, this is so cool. It was maybe a Sector 5. The way this formed a bridge. Sector 5 in Code Lyoko. Who the hell are y'all? Hi. Should I read what y'all do? I don't care. I don't care is basically what I learned. I don't care.
One with nature. Falling leaves. Adorn my night. Wind strider.
Everybody stand!
Dog.
Break forth.
Stabilize.
I will have order. Oh my god, there's more of y'all! Get out of here.
Teamwork is strength!
Flames.
Purge! Did I win? Yay, I win. God, I don't know what I put on my Diluc. He just does so much damage for overworld enemies.
After all that, we
Wait, so what's in here?
Innermost sanctum.
Is this really a sanctum?
Though, as expected, the mastermind isn't here.
If I'm not mistaken, he's being charged by Navi as we speak.
That's right. Then let's hurry up and find some evidence so we can get back to the Opera House and help Navia.
What do we have here? A bunch of really cute things.
It's a bunch of really cute things. Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace, even a makeup box.
There's a name too.
Paimon sees it too, but why are all these cute things?
They all belong to the victims. Oh my god.
You mean the girls from the serial disappearances?
They were all brought here.
Here? And then they were turned into water.
Oh my
and
god.
all the boxes of things. These names. That means
We should get our camera and take photo of the evidence. Missing persons possessions. You discovered objects within the containers within the depths of the HQ. Oh my god. What is this?
whoa. There's so much synth
Oh,
here.
there's synth all over
So
here.
many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the waters of the primordial sea.
There's so many.
Mixing in progress. Ready to drink. Stock sample? Huh. They've also got all the synth pretty clearly labeled. Whoa, there's even fruit-flavored synth?
Well, that definitely proves that this is where they produce synth.
It's super obvious.
Yep, the synth is here. Next is this.
What's this over here? Looks like some kind of place for research. Experiment number 16 aims to verify Jacob Ingold's
16?
research
Oh
conclusions
my
on the
god.
primordial sea, and use his theory as a foundation to achieve a breakthrough. The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea.
Oh my god.
Specimens
20 through and 23 and 24? Oh my god. Calm down, Paimon. I need to calm down.
Your best. It's just
24 victims?
never read something so scary before. How could someone write something that terrible in such a matter-of-fact tone? You read the rest. Paimon's too scared to keep going.
The goal of the researchers is to save his lover, a woman named Viner.
So that's why he did all of these experiments.
But who's Viner?
Did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane!
Vacher.
Huh? Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case.
He is the researcher? What?
You mean Vacher is the one who did all of these
But then
experiments?
are Vacher, he signed off. The voice I heard from the fountain was probably Viner.
So that's it. Vacher was no victim.
Personally took his lover.
And no, that's not it either. If that's the case, why would he want people to resurface from the water? In any case, Paimon will write it all down.
Vacher's experimental record, so he was one of the experimental people here. One of the... Maybe he worked for Marcel. There's a pool of water here.
Oh, look! There's an important-looking basin over here, and it's full of water.
Is this water from the primordial sea?
That means this is where they make all the synth. And that special water is the main ingredient. If you dilute it with normal water, you'll get synth. But the pure stuff can dissolve a human. Paimon will take notes on this incriminating evidence.
This is dangerous evidence.
Let's see what's written here. Nothing escapes Detective Paimon's eyes. Callus. Navia's father. Oh, this seems to be an investigation report on him.
It's probably related to his and Jock's case.
Yep. It's about finding someone to assassinate of the third person, right?
Is there anything else?
We still have not determined the exact content of the key information Callus has passed on to certain members of his organization. The old dog's a real menace to deal with. Even if he abides by the promise he's made to us, he will still have the upper hand. He can act whenever he wants to make our lives miserable.
Oh
the
my
only option
god.
left is to remove him from the picture entirely.
We have to help
I
Navia.
concur. Let's send someone to kill him. He won't declare war as long as we don't touch Navia. Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups.
But why would they choose young girls again for this?
They're all just so evil.
Palace's investigation report. The content that followed also defined the culprit's motive to some extent.
We've looked at almost everything here, and it seems like our theories were spot on.
Is Vacher Marcel?
Yeah.
Could they be the same person?
Reveals his true identity. No wonder even Nervalette wasn't able to find anything. Whoever it is probably destroyed everything to do with that name a long time ago. That way, even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't be able to identify the true culprit.
We could try looking again.
Sure thing. Paimon won't admit defeat to
Because
this
from
guy
what
either.
I'm putting together, Marcel and Vacher almost sound like the same person. They almost seem like they should be the same person. That's the pool. We already examined the pool. Could it be the over here? The girl stuff?
You take that side and Paimon will take this side.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really look deeply into here. We just saw that it was a bunch of girl stuff. After some time.
Nothing at all. And Paimon can't even find snacks either.
Paimon, I found it.
Really? Let Paimon see. Vignier. Isn't that Vacher's lover's name?
Yeah.
Then you found her diary. Let's see. Aw. It's just a normal diary chronicling their love story.
Wait, she made a list of baby names? Luziad.
So many.
But why did they
A whole
circle that?
page's worth. The final name she decided on was Marcel.
Marcel was Vacher's son?
Pretty old. Has this case been going on for so long that he's Vacher and Vignier's grown son?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Paimon still hasn't figured it out
This
yet.
is Phoenix Wright levels of stuff. I haven't figured everything out yet either, but they presented a bunch of evidence that I can't wait to see how this is all going to piece together.
And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vacher? Oh, so you do know that name.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Dun dun dun!
As expected of my partner. I just
Yeah,
knew you'd
this is so
return in the
Phoenix
nick of time.
Wright. Objection.
Just how often do you intend to flout the rules of this court?
Nouvellette, you would not survive in Phoenix Wright. You would literally get so mad at everyone and want to throw them all out of court.
It's all right, Monsieur Neuvillette. Given their confidence, I expect they've found.
I expect. Even Furna's like, well, let's see it. You say you've never heard of Vacher. You liar. We found this. Where is it? Where's the book? Yes, it's this.
But the truth of it, Marcel,
Is
is
the
that
voice?
you've always been Vacher.
Wow. Thank you, Zach Aguilar.
Huh?
Wait, are Marcel and Vacher the same person like I was thinking?
Investigated your lair, and we already know everything. After your lover, Vignier, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing her back to you. You even created Marcel as a new identity and destroyed all records of your past as Vacher.
Wait, so did you dissolve Vignier when she was pregnant?
So that's it. Even the villains. in
Oh
opera
my
performances
god.
Rarely go that far. And with that, Marcel's motive has now been established.
This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing defense.
Oh
well,
my.
Marcel, do you know where you went wrong? You fixated your gaze on the lover that passed away, instead of paying attention to the living people around you. So, you never noticed how we changed, or how we grew as individuals.
You also never understood Boss's real expectations for his daughter.
Oh my
Our
god.
determination to see things through.
Your determination.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself. Otherwise, the trial will move on to the next stage.
Do you really think I wanted to do anything?
Wait, why? Well, then what's your motive then?
Attention to you.
Oh my god, he changed
for?
personality.
Have you ever paid
He's
attention
getting
to
even
me?
more and more crazy.
Ever empathized with my
Angry.
pain? Ever known how it feels to watch the love of your life dissolve right in front of your eyes? No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, even the officers from the Maison Gardiennage were laughing at me.
Oh my
They said
god.
there's no way a human being can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Vignier's death was brushed away by all of you as if it didn't matter at all. Well,
Oh my
now you
god.
know, don't you? Ha! Well, it's too late now. All those who were dissolved are gone forever. You only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of your so-called justice. Your beloved
He's calling them out though. He has a point, but yeah, he really did commit crimes.
Vignere is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes, I will follow. But I'm not from this blasted place. So I can't be dissolved.
Oh, because he's Snezhnaya.
No matter what I do.
That's why he can also work with the water in the first place.
Hey, is that water from the primordial sea that he's...
Is he gonna spit? He's gonna
I
spit.
can't dissolve. Can't dissolve. Can't dissolve.
Oh, I thought he was gonna spit on everyone.
See, I can't go. I can't follow. So if I can't go where she is, what choice do I have? but
Well, you
try
didn't have to
bring
kill
her
people
back?
off, dude.
I did all of that, and in the end, that accursed Callus still.
Hey,
got
I don't like that the
better of
bottle is still on him.
I spent my
We need to get that
entire
water
life
confiscated
living on
like
pins
now
and
somehow.
needles, only to get stabbed by his idiot daughter at the very end.
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress.
Guards,
please
be very
restrain him.
careful because he has water.
Don't touch me. Don't anybody come near me.
Yeah, he has water on him. Like, the only one who can do something is Child and me.
Made a promise. Vignere, please, Vignere. Don't think badly.
Like, he could literally just chuck the water at the guards and then poof, they're gone.
Promise.
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear. With Mr. Marcel's conviction, the charges against Mr. Tartaglia no longer have any basis.
Fine by me. I was in a bad mood, but after a show like
Child!
that, I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the guards, so that I might review.
Oh, we're gonna have to do this Danganronpa style. Oh no. Yep, here we go. Oh wait, I thought. Oh, are we not gonna do the minigame?
Marcel was
Oh.
originally named Vacher and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover Vignere.
Vignere.
During an underwater expedition, Vignere accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was dissolved in front of Vacher as a result.
Oh my god.
Vacher learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women for research, with the goal of discovering a method to restore Vignere back to life. To cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel and began to operate a business in Poisson. During the course of his research, Vacher discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria, and began to manufacture and market synth. However, as he accumulated wealth to
This
fund
is
his
so
continued
Danganronpa
research and
style. I love
expanded the
this.
scope, he came into conflict with Spina di Rosula.
Uh-oh.
After exchanging blows with Spina di Rosula for many years, Vacher decided to assassinate their president Callus at a banquet. Although the assassination did not go as Vacher expected, he was able to turn Callus into the murder suspect by dissolving the assassin he sent to the scene. And just
So the
recently,
assassin was just some
Vacher
random guy.
attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial disappearances case, using a similar method.
Oh, so Vacher was
However,
also
his
responsible
attempt
for
to frame Linny
this.
failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vacher's machinations that he was eventually successfully charged in court.
Oh my god.
Thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial disappearances case, with the truth revealed to all.
Yeah, everything's all hunky-dory. We solved the mystery.
The
It's all
Oratrice will now
solved.
deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vacher.
The freaking Star Rail animation. I can't unsee it now that Reality mentioned it.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Vacher is
Guilty. Right? Oh, I need to auto event. Oh, guilty. Hey, can we get rid of that water? Can we please get rid of that water?
Good. It's what he deserves.
With that, the serial disappearances case.
Yeah, everything's all over. I'm sure we're not gonna have to worry about anything at all. Yeah, we're gonna, you know, I don't think we're gonna worry about anybody else turning into water after this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, but at the very least for now, we did help Navia. But I'm still concerned about the primordial water. Like, I think I'm always gonna be concerned about it, but at least we helped Navia.
Huh? Are you okay?
She's crying because we did it for her.
Absolutely brilliant.
Brilliant.
The day our late boss had always hoped for has finally come.
Aww.
You can rest easy now, knowing justice has been served.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aw, Navia.
It's finally over. It's all thanks to you guys. And my partner. See, Papa? Spina di Rosula's still doing well
With me at the helm. Aw.
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught.
Child. Child's just here having a good old time.
Big ol' happy ending.
God, Child just
Since
randomly
it's been
here.
Such a great show. I'll just let the false accusations against me slide.
Yeah.
Either way, I've still got some business to
What
attend to.
business? Hey,
So,
can you
if
explain to me
you'll
what you're
excuse
doing
me-
here, dude?
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
Yeah.
Ugh, what now? None of this has anything to do with me.
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you, a verdict must also be
Oh
made
yeah,
regarding
you're
the
not
initial charge
guilty.
before
You're
the
not
trial
guilty.
can conclude.
Oh, come on. Is this really necessary? Haven't you already caught the real criminal? Isn't it
Are you
time for
really a
side
side character?
characters
With the
like
way
me to
Hoyoverse
exit
writes you,
stage
Child,
left?
you are more than just a side character.
Please respect the laws of Fontaine. This has always been the rule.
All right, all right.
He
But
looks
this sure
so
is a lot of
done.
hassle. All I need to do is stand over there, right? Let's just get this over with.
Through evidence presented in the public trial that was just held, it has been established that Mr. Tartaglia has no direct connection.
No
to the
direct
serial
connection anyway. He might have a small connection.
The
I
guilty
still
party
think
has been
so.
identified, and thus it is logical to
Because
suppose Mr.
Marcel
Tartaglia is
or
innocent of the
Vacher
charges.
was still from
We now turn to
Snezhnaya.
the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale to render the final verdict on the charges.
Huh?
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse
Wait,
Cardinale,
what? What is he thinking?
Mr. Tartaglia is guilty.
What? Of what? Huh?
Hey, hey!
That's not funny. What?
Didn't you just say I'm supposed to be innocent?
What?
What's with this verdict? Is your justice machine malfunctioning?
Excuse me?
This has never happened before. The Oratrice actually returned a different verdict from the Chief Justice.
Excuse me?
I mean, have you ever heard of an innocent Fatui Harbinger? Do you think the Oratrice might have just convicted him on general principle?
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's
Yeah. So what is going on here?
The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale is by law.
What?
the final verdict of the
Excuse
court.
me? Why is Child
We must
guilty?
accept the guilty verdict.
Does the Hydro? I guess the freaking Gnosis hates him.
Guards, please take the suspect into custody per court protocol.
No. Is he going into jail? No, no, he's gonna bust his way out of here. Bye. He's running out. Yep.
So this is
Oh,
how
his theme is
justice
playing in
done
the
Fontaine.
background.
What a joke. You've got
He's
your
gonna
rules.
bust his way out of here.
Well, I've got mine too.
He's got his rules too. I love that his theme is playing in the background, by the way. Boom. I love the slashies. Oh my gosh. But how long can he keep fighting with his delusion? That's my question. Oh no, he's full on transforming. Oh no, he's full on transforming miraculous ladybug style. His foul legacy. Uh-oh. Wait, Nouvelette? Oh, he put a stop to it. Nouvelette put a stop to it, excuse me?
I am sorry.
Oh, Nouvelette
If you have
stopped
been
him.
wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must
Oh
be
my
upheld.
god, Nouvelette is stronger than Child. Oh my god, he knocked his ass out. Huh? I guess Nouvelette didn't get out of that unscathed either.
Hey, Monsieur Nouvelette, what's going on? Shouldn't they have been cleared?
I mean, he's now more in the hot seat now that he tried that little escapade of his.
Apologies. This is also the first time I've encountered such a situation. However, according to the rules established at the conception of Fontaine's court system, the Oratrice's
I can't
judgment
believe
is the
this.
final
So
verdict of the
Nouvelette
court.
just beat up Child like that.
All I do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did,
Even Navia was
should probably
scared. Like, she was
ask
like, what do
someone
I
more
do? But Nouvelette just put a stop to it. It makes me really think about how strong Nouvelette is versus Navia. Even if the Chief Justice doesn't even know, then we have no choice but to ask the Archon herself.
Why
Girl,
are you looking at me?
You should know.
Nothing to do with it.
She's panicking.
I don't know what happened there either. Hey, stop staring at me!
Oh,
What
she's
does Lady Marina
panicking.
mean by that?
She says she has no idea either, but that's impossible.
No.
Didn't she create the Oratrice herself?
I guarantee you, whoever was the Hydra Archon before her created the Oratrice.
Yeah, so are the verdicts reliable or not? Can results like this really be called justice?
Yeah.
My dearest citizens, did you really think we'd allow an incorrect verdict to be handed out in this court? Did you really believe that the judgment could be mistaken?
She's trying to put on
or
a
be
face
the
again.
result of some sort of random mishap? Don't tell me. You thought even I had been blindsided by the
She's
Oratrice's
trying so hard to save face. This is so funny.
Now, it was pretty obvious
She got no idea what the hell just happened.
However, given the state of things,
Girl,
I shall give you an
I shall
explanation.
explain to you.
Everything that just took place, including my supposed shock and bafflement, was a part of an elaborate
Oh my
performance.
god, she's
with every
trying.
action meant to stir up drama.
So then where are we gonna go with this after this, girl?
And, of course, for every performance, there is a script. Everything has unfolded exactly as I expected from the very
She is
beginning.
trying so. I don't even know what to make of her now.
Concept of justice. The Oratrice shall never render an arbitrary judgment. If you thought Child had nothing to do with the serial disappearances case, it is only because you've been blinded by the superficial appearance of innocence.
I mean, he is from Snezhnaya, so maybe the Oratrice knows something that nobody else knew.
He's done, not to mention the danger he poses, are beyond ordinary comprehension and completely
Oh my
unforgivable.
gosh. Her voice actress had such a good time, didn't she?
In time, you will come to understand my noble intentions, as well as the absolute correctness of the Oratrice.
My gosh.
Now, having said that, although I hate to leave things hanging in suspense, it is now time for this performance to end. As the lead actress, I shall be
She's
the
trying
first
to
take
scam
my
her
leave.
way out of here. Toodaloo.
so she chose to make her escape after all,
Yeah,
did
she sure did.
So you're saying put much
No.
stock into what she
No,
just said?
she has no idea what the hell just happened at all.
She probably just put on that performance to save face. As for the truth, it's unlikely that she actually has any idea.
Way to pull the rug out from under
However,
her.
please be assured that I will continue to investigate this case in a personal capacity. Just as I promised, if the judgment has been incorrect, we will do our utmost to clear
But
his name.
that would be so scary if the Oratrice is wrong for the first time.
We feel pretty badly for him. We'll take your word for it for now.
Well, I mean, the Oratrice technically hasn't been wrong before. It has been wrong before, but...
Plenty of bad stuff. So he should have known.
Well, no, the Oratrice, I don't know if it's been confirmed. I don't think the Oratrice has really ever been wrong before. Reveal the truth behind the serial disappearances case.
Oh, Monsieur Neuvillette, that power you showed
Yeah,
me to take him down.
Nouvellette is strong.
Are you really?
I'm the Chief Justice of
I'm one
Fontaine,
hell of a
course.
butler.
If officers of the law lack the strength and capability to enforce it, then it makes a mockery of justice.
He's just one hell of a butler. Can we talk to anyone else around here? God, what a plot twist, huh? I'm like in shock about that. How do I get up there? I want to get up there. Oh wait, I think I see a way. I need to change my party comp. I want to get up there. Oh shit. Zhong Li
What shall we do?
and Kazuha.
Want me to come along?
I have a plan of how we're gonna get up there. Okay, we're gonna do this.
Gather.
Oh no, we're gonna need Venti for this. Like, this is way too high up. Where is that spoony bard?
Ready for a rehearsal?
Ready for rehearsal? I love his entrance animation. Okay, now we can go up to the higher floor. Yeah, there's a lookout spot over here. Can we get up to Navia's seat? God, I don't even think with Navia's power, I mean with Venti's power, we can get up there. I can try. Like, I don't know where I can, I guess here? And then use Venti's power. But I don't think Venti's power is even going to be enough.
Here we go.
No, it's still way too high up. Fruitina.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Okay, let's go back this way. So Fruitina already dipped, right? Child is in jail.
Hey, what are you doing? Quick, stop him!
Huh?
Traveler! Hey,
Marcel?
Traveler!
What?
Marcel, what are you doing over here?
Stop resisting arrest! Cease, or we'll add another charge to the list.
No, wait! I just want to ask the Traveler something.
Oh my
I'm not
God.
looking to run away. Please, just let me ask this one small thing.
Go on.
Yeah, to go on.
Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. Where did you first hear the name?
Oh yeah, we heard. So your wife turned into
erased all records of that
an
name.
Oceanid.
Are you still trying to prove your innocence? Give it up. You've already been convicted.
I met her.
Really? You did? You're sure? You met her?
It was around the
But
Fountain
how
of
could that be?
Lucine.
The Fountain of Lucine? Then she's been so close to me all along. And I just never... Please give me a chance to talk to her again. Just let the Traveler take me to the fountain to see her one last time. This is the last request I'll ever make in my life.
Oh,
You can do whatever
Vasher.
you want to me afterwards. I don't care.
What? Give an inch and you want to take a mile? Do you think serial killers get
Just
to make
let him
requests
do
like
that. One final request. It's literally outside the door.
Why should we give him what he wants when he's only done a ton of super
Look, it's literally
This
20
request,
steps
Is
outside.
it worth as much to you as your life?
Yes.
Of course. Wait, no. It's worth even more than my life.
Humans. Will they betray the instinct to live just to satisfy?
So Nouvellette obviously isn't human. We did know
Very
that.
well. I will grant your request.
Your Honor, I fear that...
I will go with him. You do not need to worry about any escape.
In that case, I shall leave him in your most capable hands, Chief Justice.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. So we're actually gonna go. Well, considering that he just drank some primordial waters, he might be able to actually reach out to her. Let's go.
Is this the place? You said she's here, but what do I need to do to see her?
Drink water from the primordial sea.
Yeah, and even Paimon could hear her after drinking that thing. Didn't you just drink a lot of it on the stage as well?
In that case.
Oh, in that case...
Vache.
Vache.
Yes, that's it. So you heard it too.
Vinier, it's me. It's me, Vache.
Vache.
Vache. Yeah.
I'm here. Where are you, Vinier?
Aww.
I'm coming for you.
Okay, so he didn't really do a
here for you.
bad thing. He did awful things, but for him to reunite. He's throwing himself in the water.
Vinier, is that you? It's me,
he's in the other
Vinier.
dimension.
Vache. Why did you come? Didn't I say? You don't need to look for me. You look a lot
He's
older
way
than I
older now.
remember. How long has it been?
It's been
More than 20 years?
I've suffered for over
Wow.
20 years since the day you left. All this time, only the thought of bringing you back has kept me alive. Nothing else mattered to me. I must be dreaming. Who would have thought I'd get the chance to tell you all of my feelings like this? Vinier, you are my everything. I really don't know how I could live without you.
Aw, poor
But
guy.
If you ask me, this world
Vinier, oh my god! What?
What are you saying?
If not for you, I would have finished my law degree and probably become a top-tier attorney one day.
What?
If not for you, I would have continued to pursue my love of the arts.
Oh my gosh, she hates Vache?
in the Palais Mermondial.
This is a plot twist I was not expecting.
If not for you, I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. And she would not have grown old and
Oh
died
my
alone.
god.
It's all because of your selfishness, Vache. It's all because of you.
You... Wait, you are not Vinier.
Wait,
Who are you?
not Vinier?
You're right. I am not Vinier. I am the sacrifices.
Wait, is she the embodiment of all the girls?
Every woman who died by your hand, as our bodies dissolved.
Oh my god.
Flowed back to the primordial sea.
And they all became an oceanid.
Thoughts circulated endlessly within the primordial sea, and we were no longer individuals, but we became one, just as streams of water come together in the sea. I'm Cressy. I'm Lemony. I'm Azine. The only one I am not is Vinier.
Why? But then...
Where is Vinier?
She doesn't want to see you anymore. Every tendril of her consciousness is avoiding you.
Oh my
This is what you
god.
get for your selfishness. Your selfishness robbed us of our lives and our futures. You said time and time again that you'd do any and everything for her. But did you ever consider whether she'd want to see you do the things that you did?
So wait, no, so when we were in here, I think the real Vinier did talk to us when we were in here. And she said the Vache to, she wanted Vache to forget everything. I get it
You are
now.
a liar, a heartless murderer.
No, the real Vinier is here, but not here at the same time.
The
She
only
was
thing
here
you are
when we
not
were in here.
is Vinier's beloved. From the moment your first victim died and her consciousness merged with Vinier's, she has had nothing but pure
Oh my god.
for you.
It looks like I didn't meet Vignier back then. Oh wait, no, that wasn't the real Vignier back then. They wanted me to lure Marcel here from the very beginning.
Yeah. She can't hate me.
Oh my
Let
god,
me
this
see
is the plot
please.
twist I was not expecting at all.
You still don't understand. When I said don't look for me, that came from the real Vignier. She really doesn't want to see you anymore. But on top of that, she also said that because it's her final drop
Oh my
of pity for you.
god.
She said that because she knew that if you did come here, we
All the
will show
girls.
no
Oh my
mercy to you.
god.
Vache. Vache? Vache? Vache?
All these girls.
Vache?
Drown? Oh, they're gonna kill him. Did they kill him? Later, the guards found the culprit of the serial disappearance. Marcel appears to have lost his soul. They killed his very soul. Oh my god. So the body remained, but the soul was gone.
Finally, we have some time to do shopping.
Paimon. Oh, by the way, let's go relax.
It's really been
It's raining again, by the way.
to relax.
Huh. Well met, partner. I knew something great was going to happen when I woke up in
Well
such
met,
a good
partner.
mood today.
Even this weather can't put a damper on the demoiselle's mood.
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Oh, hey, Navia! It's been a few days. Paimon's already started to miss you.
Oh, now that I believe. I'm easy to work with and always bring home the bacon. Who wouldn't treasure having a partner like me?
Do you really have that much money?
Sounds like you're really enjoying life these days, Navia. What have you been busy with since the trial?
It's just been one thing after the other. I've been making non-stop trips between Poisson and the courts in Sen.
I mean, now your family name's
Spina
been
di
cleared.
Rosula organized a memorial
Aw,
for my
memorial
father.
for your father.
We never held a memorial when he first died, since everyone knew that even if we held one back then.
So now
no
you
one
can
was going to come.
properly
This
send
time,
off your
though,
father.
Everyone in Poisson, and even many people from the court, all attended.
Aw.
So his name's definitely been cleared
I'm
now.
sobbing, y'all. I'm crying. Justice for
It's been
Navia.
the dearest wish of Demoiselle all along.
That blasted stubborn fool. I was right to put my faith in him. I'm so glad I didn't give up on the case all those years ago.
That things turned out as well as they could have.
By the way, I ran into Charlotte just after I left the memorial
Charlotte.
service. Well, maybe it'd be more accurate to say I knew she would be there, and there was no way she'd just let me go.
An interview?
So you know Charlotte too? The Charlotte? Journalist from the Steambird?
Yeah, way back when I first became the president of the Spina di Rosula, she was all over me. Wouldn't take no for an answer. I believe the story was called The True Heart of Darkness, Secret Tales of the Yellow Rose. To be fair, though, it was a really flattering feature. So, we've been on pretty good terms ever since. She was trying to lean on our friendship to get me to do an exclusive piece on the serial disappearances case.
She's trying to get the scoop.
She told us about that. She's always been super interested in that case, so
Oh
now
yeah, I guess she did tell us during the TCG event, didn't she?
Anyway, I told her to make sure that when she writes about you guys entering the opera house with the critical evidence,
That you both sound really cool.
Now that's another thing to look forward to. We trust Charlotte's skills with a pen for sure.
Oh, and in other news, I also took Clorinde.
Clorinde? Oh, that's big news. I guess.
While you were investigating Vache's headquarters, Clorinde gave testimony on my father's behalf. It was thanks to her that we were able to turn the tide. I
Aw.
wanted to thank her. I mean, there's also no point in being awkward all the time, so we took the chance to reconcile with each other.
Oh, that's great. Paimon also thought Clorinde wasn't actually a bad person. It's always good to have more friends.
Anyway, now that the case has finally been solved, perhaps it will slowly begin to fade from the public consciousness.
Yeah, I'm still worried.
Actually,
I'm
there's
still really
one last thing I
worried.
need to do.
Because primordial water still exists.
I should pay a visit to my father's grave and tell him the truth of what happened. as well as how it all ended. And on top of that, just how much people still look up to him, to this day. That includes me, too.
Miss Navia.
Miss Navia. Can I come too?
We want to go too! We also think Callus is a really admirable person.
Sure thing. I'd like you two to share the moment with me. After all, without you, there might not have been such a positive ending.
And in that case, everyone, let's be off. Considering the recent weather, we'll be lucky if we can reach Poisson before dark.
Yeah, you're right. It's been raining
It's
non-stop
raining
for
a
few
lot.
days now.
I'm worried because rain means rising water levels.
This is where my father's grave is. To be perfectly honest, even I haven't been back here for a long time.
Huh? There's someone there already. Wait. That figure. It can't be.
A ghost? Huh?
Isn't that Neuvillette?
Neuvillette?
Justice be here? Huh?
Why would Neuvillette be here at the same time? Hi.
My apologies. I should have asked before coming to pay my respects.
Don't say
They
that.
paid respects at the exact same time. What a coincidence.
Oh, I was trying to say there's no need for you to apologize. I wanted to show my father how much I've grown, but still, I doubt I'd
Child is still in jail during this cutscene.
Compelled to apologize to me over and over.
I wonder what they did to
that
restrain
case,
him in jail.
I will stop
Getty
apologizing
uses
for now.
delusion to break out, you know?
You really could use some pointers on understanding human emotions, Monsieur Neuvillette.
He definitely could
In
use
any
some
case.
pointers.
Why did you come to Poisson?
Well, ever since that day, I've been turning a question over and over in my head. Just what is justice anyway? There was once a time when I didn't want to believe that there could be anything more important to humans than life itself. Oh, rather than that, it's probably more truthful to say I didn't believe humans were capable of resisting the most basic instinct of living things.
To not die.
They could rebel against their own nature, or consider certain things to be more important than their own lives. Which is also why I didn't stop your father from beginning that fateful duel. I believed that a truly innocent man would never throw away his life like that. That there was nothing, should have been nothing more important than one's own continued survival. But Mr.
You got a lot to learn, old man.
If not for his sacrifice, the serial disappearance
I'm
case
actually
would have
sobbing.
remained unsolved to this day. Mr. Callus made the choice he did for his daughter, for his associates, and for many people completely unrelated to him. And in the end, from a certain perspective, one could say that he did it all for the sake of justice.
Yeah.
Justice that's higher than life itself. So, you asked me why I came here. I just wanted to say my apologies to Mr. Callus in person. I should have noticed all of this much sooner. This regret has filled me with a sadness that has haunted me
Oh
for
my
days.
god, he's feeling
The high and mighty
emotions?
chair in the opera Epiclese indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosula, thank you so much for your hard work and perseverance.
Thank you, Mafia.
I'm sorry for being mad at you before. So, you're actually one of those types that's cold on the outside, but pretty thoughtful on the inside. huh? That reminds me of Silver, one of my guys.
Sorry about that. Self-expression is not one of my strong suits.
Didn't I just say you don't need to apologize?
Ah, so Navia and Neuvillette seem to have made their peace as well. Let's not disturb them for now. We can wait till after they're done.
Following Navi and Neuvillette, you pay your respects to Callus. They're both standing far
Paid
away.
respects at someone's grave before. Did Paimon do anything rude there?
Well, you're not supposed to fly around someone's grave.
Paimon didn't know that was a thing. But Paimon doesn't know what she would do if she can't fly. Oh
My gosh, Paimon.
Paimon hopes Miss Navia won't be
She took it personally. Look at Ether's smirk. That's the best part of this cutscene. Wait, I need to screenshot this. This is the best part of the cutscene.
Anyway, Neuvillette is still standing around there. It's not often that we can catch him alone like this, so why don't we go talk to him for a bit?
Hey, would you happen to know where her sister
We
is?
can at least talk to him, right?
Yeah, this is a start. Navia.
Paimon's really sorry, Navia, but Paimon did something pretty disrespectful just now.
What are you saying, Paimon? I don't think I get it.
Well, aren't you not supposed to fly around someone's grave?
Huh?
Who told you that?
Who told you that?
Hey, Traveler! Why did you mess with Paimon again?
Oh, we can't even interact with the grave. Look at Poisson. But Fontaine is so beautiful, man. Like the region. Alright, Neuvillette. You gotta tell us stuff.
Oh, it's you two. Did Miss Navia invite you to come pay your respects to her father?
Mm-hmm. We ran into Navia on the streets today, so we just followed her here.
I see, I see. Then is there something that I can help you with?
Well, it's pretty hard to run into you like this since you're usually super busy. So we figured we could try to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
Please feel free. Though outsiders, you helped us solve one of the greatest mysteries in Fontaine, and it would be my pleasure to return the favor.
Okay, talk about the water from the Primordial Sea.
So, at court, the bad guys referred to that special water as water from the Primordial Sea, but...
What is it
What
really?
is it really?
Truthfully, that name is already quite accurate. I can only surmise that Vacher and his ilk only learned of its nature and existence after extensive research. There used to be a special sea on the surface of this planet.
That's
The
right.
nature
This
of
is
its
old
seawater was
Tevat
rather
lore. We actually
different
know
from
this
that of the sea
already.
we know today. Most of Tevat's life forms were first born in that special sea. You could say it nurtured much of the life on this planet.
Yes, including the dragons.
So it really was where everything began. It makes sense to call it primordial then.
But today, the primordial sea no longer exists on the planet's surface. What Vacher discovered must have been some kind of special case, or a remnant from a truly ancient age.
Huh. So that's how it is. Oh, you really know everything, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Monsieur.
But if that's the case, then why would people, at least people from Fontaine, dissolve in that kind of water?
Yeah.
Indeed. Why would the primordial sea, which was known to engender and nurture life, suddenly reverse itself and devour life instead? To be frank, that also doesn't match my understanding of this world and its laws.
He reminds me of Zhang Li when he's
secrets
talking
around the
about all this
people of
water
land.
stuff.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
Yes, I would like to talk about the prophecy.
That the sea levels will rise and everyone will be dissolved in water, leaving Farina crying alone on her throne, but the sins of the people will be finally washed away for good.
Yes.
Does that appropriately summarize the version you've heard?
Yes.
Right! It was Linny that told us back then. And that about covers all the main points.
Yes, up to the present, I think we reached a point where we have no choice but to confront this prophecy directly. Rumors have it that this prophecy is rooted in the last words the former Hydro Archon left to the world before she passed away.
Oh, do you happen to know her, by the way?
Former Hydro?
We actually heard of her. No, I've heard of her. I did the world
This
quest.
is the first time that we've ever heard of it.
I didn't hear about the
Two parts
prophecy.
of the prophecy have already proven correct. The rising sea levels and the ability of the people of Fontaine to be dissolved. We should be more vigilant and stay on the watch.
Yeah,
for
if
further
you want to know
signs.
more about the former Hydra icon,
Speaking of the
there's a lot
prophecy,
in the
Farina has
Sorouge
also
world
always
quest.
taken it quite seriously. Indeed, she has been collecting information and intelligence from across Tevat for this purpose. If the rumors were true, then perhaps this prophecy is the conundrum left to Farina by her predecessor.
But with Farina being the way she is,
Can we really trust her to solve it?
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
Neuvillette's like, anyway, about child.
My apologies. My investigation has still not reached its conclusion. However,
Man.
I still believe the judgment of the Oratrice was not rendered arbitrarily.
but
Well, Marcel, I'm still thinking about this. Marcel was from
For many
Snezhnaya.
years, I have been quite aware that the Oratrice does not simply mechanically repeat the verdict that I give on each case. As a divinely created mechanism, the people's unified faith in the concept of justice is integrated into it. Not only can it produce the incredible power of indemnitium,
What is
but it likely
indemnitium?
also possesses other traits, such as self-awareness. Which is all to say, I have been prepared for a situation like this for a long time.
Also, you knew it was gonna screw up.
He heard a human voice from the room where the Oratrice's core is stored.
I was not aware such a thing had occurred. Perhaps that could serve to prove my conjecture.
Could it be the
I'll add that
Oratrice was
to the list
speaking
of
to
items
Linné
investigate.
somehow?
In any case, I am inclined to believe that the Oratrice does have a methodology all its own. We just do not
Y'all
have
don't
enough
even know anything about the
information.
machine you built.
Based on Farina's reaction, I doubt even she had any idea what was going on. She managed to bluff her way through it, though. The time-tested twin tricks of
Bravado and drama.
While we do intend to get to the bottom of this,
Fontaine is such a
now,
good visual
we
novel
regret to
segment.
say
Like
that the Fatui Harbinger
I love
just have
that.
to bide his time
He's
in
gonna
the
have to
fortress
bide
of
his time in
Melody.
jail. Can we go
If
find him
we
in jail?
did
That would be really
incorrectly
funny.
convict him
I would
of crimes he
appreciate if
did not
somebody in the
commit,
VOD comments would
we
tell
will
me if you
most
could actually find
certainly
child in
compensate him to
jail.
the fullest extent allowed by the law.
If you ask Paimon, the only compensation he'll want is a no-hold
Yeah, he's gonna want to fight you. Yep.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me
Nivolet doesn't
about?
care. But yeah, there is much to wait for Act 3. About my sibling.
Your sibling? Another blonde-haired traveler. I'm sorry, but I've
Would you
never
happen
seen
to know
anyone who
Dane's
matches
Leaf
that description.
either?
If she ever stepped foot in Fontaine, I'm sure she followed our laws to the letter and had no reason to appear on the stage of the opera Epiclese. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
No, I think we're done now. We're done. We have no more questions.
Very well. It was my honor to provide you with what answers I could. I very much enjoyed conversing with you. It will soon be time for me to leave this blissful tranquility behind.
And turn to
return to
Palace
Palais
Mermornia.
You really are super busy,
He's super,
Monsieur
super
Neverlect.
busy.
Paimon thought you only came here to pay your respects today because you had the day off.
Crime and villainy do not have the day off, and so justice must work around the clock as well. This is merely the nature of a justice's work.
All right. You've got a point. Huh? Paimon just noticed that the rain has stopped.
Which means the Hydro Dragon stopped crying. Oh, that's how it wraps up? Act 2 just ends up with, oh, the rain stopped. Anyway, that is the end of Act 2. It's a cliffhanger. It's kind of a little bit of a cliffhanger ending, isn't it? Child is in jail. We need to figure out why it's freaking raining. Like, there is still plenty of mysteries to uncover, but this was overall a good Archon quest. I think Fontaine has had a really, really good start, and they need to... I have very high expectations for Act 3, 4, and maybe 5. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm going to unlock this teleporter while we're here. I think I can finally unlock Fontaine Reputation. I can also unlock Linny's story quest. We will not be doing that today. I do want to do it, but just not today. But now I can work on Fontaine Reputation. Oh wait, can I unlock daily commissions in Fontaine as well? Add Astra Avisask. This one's a puppet too. Thank you, Catherine. Anyway, now we unlocked daily commissions in Fontaine. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to swap my commissions over to Fontaine. And, oh, we got it. We got a constellation for the Traveler, his C1. But I heard Hydro Traveler is not that good, so we'll see. Anyway, yeah, Fontaine has opened up to us now that we finished a bunch of the Archon quests. My plan now is, in the next stream, we will do Linny's story quest. And then the next time I stream Genshin, we will be doing the event. And if we have time, I would like to do the world quest. Because Fontaine does have a world quest that helps you explore the region. So, a little bit. So, we will try to do that because I heard the world quest is actually really, really good. And it's not long. It's not long, also, I heard. So, that's another reason why I want to do it on stream. So, yeah, there's still plenty of us to do for the Fontaine expansion. I am going to end the YouTube VOD here, though. Bye, friends.